What is going on? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Bad Dog stream, and really not too much to talk about Giants-wise. Just something to do tonight on a Friday night. There's nothing left to do because there's just nothing open. What is going on, everybody? Where's L.A. Lou in the house? I see Cushmaster, Don Biz. I see Jared Williams. I see Moose Kamal, Chris Leone. What's going on there? Goat 10, Karan, what's up, man? Shondon Stevens, my man, DieHardGiantsFan is in the house. 79, Steve, Jacobs 4858. Yes, I just saw Emmanuel Sanders went to the Saints. I did just see that, indeed. Quentin Nichols, what's going on? Miko Jones, how can I be the man when you're the man? G-Man John, what's up, man? California, New York Giants, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for being here. Again, just kind of sitting here BSing tonight, man, because what is there to talk about, really? Shaquille Joseph, how can I be the man when you're the man? Hit that like. Yeah, sure, hit that like. Why not? Why not hit that like? Yeah, no, Joel, I thank you for being here, man. That's exactly it, man. It is... That's why I'm doing them. That's what I'm doing these streams for, because really nothing to talk about. We got to get through this together. What's going on, Poppy Chulo Chad? What's going on there, L.A. Lou? The Saints assigned Sanders. I did see that, man. I see that he went to the Saints. And I'm glad that he was kept from the Cowboys. Screw the Cowboys. So I'm glad that he went to New Orleans, you know. What's going on, Johnny T? What's going on, guys? What's going on, G-Men 409? Again, just kind of hanging out because, like I said, it's Friday. There's nothing open, and I ain't got shit to do. So I want to hang out with you guys and girls for a little while tonight. And, again, just help me keep my sanity because, Lord knows, climbing the walls here right now. Working from home sucks. You know, it's funny, man. You hear that alarm go off in the morning. You get up, you shower, you change, you get ready for work. I get my kids' lunch ready. I pack my kids' bag. I get them ready to go to the babysitter. And every morning I wake up and I sit there and go, damn it, wish I didn't have to go to work. And, I'm like, I wish I could just stay home. Well, now I am home, and I hate it. I've been here 3 days, and I can't stand it. I can't wait to go back to work. Chaos the Filthy, yes, indeed. He is a saint. He is, man. Aaron Shane, what's up, man? Thank you for joining the stream. LSU Tigers is in the house. What's up, man? Drink some Coronas. Nah, diet Peps, man. I'm still trying to keep my diet intact. Especially with no gym. Now I really gotta watch my damn diet, because now all I can do is run and use a Bowflex. Justin Leone, what is going on, man? Thank you for joining the stream. Do I like the show still? I don't watch any shows, man. I don't watch any shows. This is why I miss sports. I just don't watch television shows. What's going on, Punkum? How you doing, brother? Thank you for joining the stream. New York Sports Fan Gaming. What's going on? Yeah, Brady to the Bucks was crazy. What's up, Clocks? What's up, Shaquille? You kid Mookie Joseph says you're the man. Mookie, how can I be the man when you're the man? What's going on, Cobain White? Where do I think Cam Newton's going? It's a great question. What's going on, D Rose? Like, I could see Cam Newton going to Washington, going under Ron Rivera again. I could see him going to the Patriots, which would be an interesting thing there. I could also see Jameis Winston going to the Patriots. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see exactly what happens. Peyton Manning, an Eagle. Well, why not, 79 Steve? Everybody else is an Eagle. We all know that. He's still, I was reading about Ngakoue today, and Ngakoue, the Jags said nobody's talked to them about a trade. So Eagle fans, again, blowing stuff out of proportion. You know how they do, man. The only reason I'm not losing, NBA 2K20, I don't play any games. It's just crazy. But I go out, I like I said, I go for a walk, I run, I hit the Bowflex, and that's really it. I have nothing to do. It's just awful, man. It sucks. What's going on, Sedan Smith or Sedan Smith? Thank you for joining the stream. Where did Clay Matthews go? I don't know. You never know what's going on. Hopefully the NBA season's not canceled. I'm hoping that they come back in June. That's what I'm hoping for. But I can tell you, we got Aussie League football at 11. We got Aussie football rules at 11. Got some Aussie football. I've got some rugby at 11. I'm going to turn it on and watch it. I'm going to watch the Australian rules football. Yep, that's where we're at. Australian rules football is going to air on Fox Sports 1 at 11 o'clock. I'm going to turn it on and watch it. I'm not going to call the game, but I'm going to watch it because I want to see something. Right now I'm watching, I think this was the 2006 finals between the Heat and the Mavs. Rich O'Neal, of course. He's still working. I'm considered essential personnel, and I have to carry a letter from my company in case I'm pulled over. There you go. LA Louis. I was essential personnel, and then they deemed me on Wednesday to not be essential personnel. So I've been working from home ever since Wednesday, and I'm telling you, man, it's tough, especially with my son here, because, he doesn't understand that both mommy and daddy have to work when they're home. And he thinks it's playtime. He thinks it's a weekend. He thinks it's time to play. So he wants daddy play, mommy play Play-Doh. Daddy play Woody and Buzz. That's what he thinks it is. Daddy play games. That's what my son thinks. He doesn't know any better. So when you're trying to work and you got a 3-year-old that just doesn't let up, man, it's tough. And then he wants to eat, and then he got to change his diaper, then he wants milk, and it's crazy, man. I agree. I agree, 79 Steve. I like what they've done in the free agency. What's going on, TD? Thank you for joining the stream, sir. I like what they've done in free agency for sure. Not giving big contracts. As I mentioned it with the entertainer last night, because we're not ready to win a Super Bowl, you got to continue to look at the future for your cap space. You want to improve through the draft, and then you go after the big name free agents when you're like 1 or 2 players away from winning the Super Bowl. That's how you do it. When am I going to bring my wife to my channel? That'll never happen. That'll never happen. What's going on, OTB mods? Giants winning 13 games. Daniel Jones win MVP. Yeah, that's really bold. That's really bold. I'm hoping we have a 2020 season. at this point. What's going on, Joel Yadow? What's going on? I'm excited to be proud to be a Giants fan. We've been mad for a while, but loving the coach. Yeah, me too. It's going to get better. It has to get better. For sure. What's going on there, Verified Kobe Brandon? No, I'm not doing Skype calls. I don't know how long we're going to be on tonight. I just wanted to come on here real quick and just hang out with you guys for a little while today. Justin Jefferson's a nice, very nice receiver from LSU for sure. Yeah, that'd be great, D-Rose. I would look forward to that. I would look forward to anybody playing the Yankees in a World Series, because I just want the Yankees in a World Series. Dog Tag, what's going on, man? I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you, brother. Hope all is well, sir. Hope all is well. Stand up, indeed. Afghanistan, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? I would say happy weekend to everybody, but, probably like most of us, we're all home at this point. Eagles expected to sign Joe Montana. That's about right, New Jersey, Jake. Yep, why not? I'm surprised that when Todd Gurley got released, they didn't all go after Todd Gurley, man. What's going on, Robert Richardson? What's up, CC? Thank you guys for joining the stream. Would I rather watch paint dry or watch WNBA again? At this juncture, GOAT, I'd rather watch a WNBA. I just told you, I'm going to watch Australian rules football here at 11 o'clock. I'm going to watch that. What's going on, my man Butcher's Blog of Patriots Talk? Love that channel. If you haven't subbed up, my man Butcher's Blog of Patriots Talk, over there, show him some love, sub up that channel as well. And, I tell you, man, I am losing my mind without sports. Without sports in the gym, forget it. It's crazy, man. Because you got only 6 minutes late. That's not bad, Sedan. Not bad. Eagles are expected to get Julio Jones and Yannick as well as Michael. Of course they are, Brock. You know that. Well, this is true, Dog Tag. It's entertaining, but now it's pretty much done. Luckily, we had that little flurry of, this week with the NFL free agency and tampering beginning because, luckily we have that and we had some sports to talk about, so that was good. Richard Cranium, my man. I haven't seen you in forever, brother. Good to see you. One of my favorite names on YouTube, by the way. Richard Cranium. Guys, put that together and you'll understand what his name is. I love that, man. Brilly, thank you so much for the super chat, man. He says, what's up, dog? Hope you're doing well in these crazy times. I'm doing as well as I guess you can be, man. I don't know, man. It's hard. This is difficult without sports. It is difficult. That's why I'm going to live stream 3 nights a week, just to keep my face in there, just so we can stay sane together and kind of get through this and talk about whatever. I don't even know, because you can't even go out and hang out with anybody anymore. LA Garola, man, thank you so much for the super chat, bro. I appreciate it so much. Brilly, my man. He says, should the Giants retire Eli Manning and Strahan's jersey on the night we play the Bucs? Of course they should. Yeah, of course they should do that, man. Why not? Rub it into Tom Brady a little bit. Of course, somebody mentioned that. Maybe you mentioned it yesterday. Somebody else mentioned that. If it wasn't you, they said that, like, troll Tom Brady a little bit. So absolutely, it'd be great to retire Eli Manning's numbers there for sure. But thank you, fellas, both for the $5. Boom! Appreciate it very much, man. Thank you so much. Yes, G-Man John, you got it. You guys got it. That is his name. Jeremy Johnson, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining the stream, sir. Yeah, Isaiah Simmons would be great. I would love that. Did I see WrestleMania when I have a crowd this year? Yeah, I figured. I'm surprised they're even still doing WrestleMania. Cody, at least they're doing it, I guess. Yeah, Rich, I'm glad to see you, my man. What's going on, White Lotus? Liquor stores are open? Yes, this is true. This is true. They are open. They are, because there's a liquor store right next to the grocery store I go to, and it's always open. Predict 2020 stats for Rosas. Rosas, 26 out of 30 field goals, and we'll say 32 out of 34 extra points. We'll go that. We'll go that route for him, TD. Did I watch? Actually, no. Let me give more extra point tries because, well, no, we'll go for 2 sometimes. So 32 out of 34 is right. Did I watch Como today? I did not. I've been working all day from home. Like I said, then I went out and rubbed and ran. I rubbed because I'm looking at Punk up say rub it in Brady's face. Yes. Yeah. So I went out and ran. Then I went and ate. Then I took a shower and then I got ready for the stream. I was on BVD's channel for like an hour. I was on BVD's stream for a while. I love BVD. So I had fun hanging out over on his channel. Ideal draft for the Giants is this, Brock. We trade back with the Jags. You get number 9 and number 20 in the first round. Get one of the 3 linemen that I really like, Andrew Thomas, Tristan Wirfs, or Jedrick Wills. And then at 20, get Kenneth Murray. That's my dream scenario for the Giants. A lineman and a linebacker, or a lineman and a defensive player in the first round. If we could trade back and get both of those, that would be amazing. Emmanuel Sanders of the Saints, I saw that. What I think about the Giants signing Colt McCoy, they had to do it, Jared. I mean, they needed a backup. He's a veteran, and it was 1 year. I like the signing. It's a good move for the Giants. Fisk says they're getting over 10 wins this year. I hope Fisk is right. I don't have that kind of confidence. We haven't drafted yet. So I don't really know, and who knows how many games they're going to play. So it's hard to say. I mean, the football might not start till November. I mean, you really don't know. Honestly, they're talking about this thing going into August. When is football going to start? We'll see. But I'm glad that Sanders didn't go to Dallas too. Chase Young, if he could fall that far away, and I would love Chase Young without a doubt. Simmons would trade for more draft stock. It's a tough question, Giants for you. I love Isaiah Simmons, but like I said, if we could get a lineman and Kenneth Murray, I'd rather do that. There's one pick I'd be very mad with. If we take a wide receiver at 4, I'm going to be pissed off. If we took a wide receiver at 4, I'd be very mad. That would piss me off. I won't react like I did with Daniel Jones, but that would piss me off. If we took a receiver at 4, that's about it. Or Derek Brown. We don't need another defensive tackle. We have stockpiled defensive tackles. I do too, Cody. I hope it's good too. See, I don't know, man. A lot of people, dog tag, people like Becton, some don't. Well, I'm not a big Becton guy. I see a lot of Eric Flowers in Becton, and I worry about his weight. But I know a lot of people are high on Becton, so I guess we'll see. I don't really know. I mean, like I said, it's tough. It seems like our linemen always suck. The linemen we draft always suck. So linemen are a crapshoot most of the time, Yeah, I agree, Richard. He has been a solid backup. I'm on the Simmons train myself. What's going on, NY Beast? Thank you for joining the stream. What's up, John Larson? How you doing? Yeah, no wide receiver. I'll be pissed. I like Andrew Thomas from Georgia a lot. Ramdre81, what's going on, man? Yeah, that'd be the best case scenario, Johnny. If we could get those 2 guys in the first round. I mean, if we could trade back with the Jags and get those 2 guys, it'd be amazing. TQs. How can I be the man when you're the man? TQs. Thank you for being here, sir. Appreciate it. Yep, it's good, man. Boy, it's just tough. It's tough without sports, guys. I'm so used to right now. I'd be in the middle of a Lakers stream, be calling Anthony Davis the 2-handed boom shakalaka, and I'd be calling the kerplunk from Danny Green with the kiss. I don't get to do any of that anymore right now, man. It sucks. I hate it. Yeah, I mean, you guys definitely need a receiver, Brock. No doubt about that, man. I know only 70 viewers. It is weird because normally we have like 2,000. So it's definitely different. I don't have the Philippines in here. That's why. That's usually a big part of my crowd is overseas. They come here for the basketball, Yeah, I have to wait for baseball. We got to wait till at least middle May. if we could get Espinoza in the second round, I would love that. I mean, if he's there in the second round, that'd be really good. Espinoza in the second round would be a steal for the Giants. I don't know if he'll get to us at 36, but we'll see. Hopefully we could. I know, Richard. I'm telling you, I'm missing it all, man. The Eagles are going to sign King of Waka. Of course they are, Karam, right? They're going to sign everybody to the Eagles, man. Yangetsu, what's going on? Thank you for joining the stream. I'll be honest, I don't know much about this Baughan guy. I'm going to have to look him up because a lot of people have mentioned him, so I have to do some research on Baughan. Espinosa is really good from Iowa, but Baughan, I don't know much about him, man. Don Biz, let's go Lakers. I have someday. Yeah, I'll probably do an NBA video or two here soon just to do something on the NBA. Our biggest need, White Lotus, it's really tough. Probably a left tackle is probably our biggest need. You want to protect Daniel Jones. Something the Jets have failed to do with Sam Darnold is protect him. So you probably want to protect him. You get a left tackle. Same thing, Julian Acquire. Guys, you got to remember, I don't have... when we get closer to the draft, I start doing a lot more film research, but I just don't... It's hard to find time to look at all these guys. And unless I watched them in college, a lot of guys like, Julian Acquire, I don't know who that is. I don't know much about him, that type of thing. So it's tough because I don't get the time to look at everybody. I don't get the time to look at all the mock drafts. Wish I did, but I just don't. I wouldn't mind watching the Knicks game right now either, Tommy T. It'd be rough, but I'd still love to watch it. I would love to get Marcus Golden back. If we get Marcus Golden back, you can kiss Isaiah Simmons goodbye. Of course they're going to get Saquon Barkley, 79 Steve, of course. What's going on, Sean Lee? Steven Evans, you son of a bitch. What's going on, Steven Evans? Thank you for joining the stream, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, appreciate it very much. Yep. Yeah, well, I'd have to, like I said, I have to take a look at Baughan because I don't know much about him. I did see that the Saints signed Emmanuel Sanders. That I did. They did not say anything about the Lakers players having a virus that I know of. Somebody mentioned something about LeBron James. LeBron James is fine. Giants can trade down for the right price. Yeah, I agree, Joel. I agree completely. I definitely think that might be best case scenario for us. Do I think Zemeniz will play better? I think Zemeniz definitely can play better. He needs to be on the field more, but when he was on there, he seemed to make a big impact, especially at the end of the year. It seemed like he was getting better. But Lorenzo Carter had that big year, and I thought Carter would take the next step last year, and he didn't. So hopefully Zemeniz does improve. Carter, I thought, went backwards. I thought B.J. Hill went backwards. They both had nice rookie seasons in 2018, and last year they both kind of regressed a little bit. So Kevin Durant does have corona. Yes, he does. Do I have coronavirus? No, I don't. Do not. And if I did, I'd kick the hell out of it because I'm jacked. Who do we get it for? Well, we'll see. We'll see if we trade it out or not. I want Isaiah Simmons, but he could go 3 to the Lions. Maybe they go Jeff Okudah. I really don't know what the Giants are going to do. We never do. Never do. You never know. Tell us a story completely off topic about anything, something that shaped Bad Dog over the years. I really don't have anything. Those are usually for nonsense streams. Those types of stories, is Steven Evans. Those are about it. Those are about it. Usually nonsense streams. Oh, is that what it is, LA Lou? I didn't even know that. I guess we'll find out soon. Will Ryan Conley get a shot? Yeah, he's going to definitely get a shot. We'll see how well he does. What do I think they're doing with uniform 21? I think they're going to keep it, Johnny. If they haven't retired it at this point, I don't know why they would. I don't know why they would retire it now. I think they'll keep it. I just don't know if anybody's going to wear it. Line 6 Simmons, would you take Okudah? No, I don't want Okudah 4. And I think they did take Okudah off the board. I think if the Lions take Simmons, I think you'd see the Giants trade back. Does it Gurley going to the Falcons? Yeah, that's crazy. Like, I thought somebody else would suck Gurley up, but they didn't. So Gordon in Denver is good. Taylor S. is in the house. What is going on, my lady? Good to see you, Taylor. Always love when Taylor makes the streams. Now we just need Jedi in here. I like when they're both in here. We get both the ladies in here, Taylor and Jedi. They used to come as a package deal back in the day when I started streaming last year. I need freedom. We all do, Taylor. We all need freedom. I really do feel like I'm in, kind of in prison because I'm surrounded by these four walls every day of my life now. I do get out. I do get out and run, and obviously you can get out and drive around, but there's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. Do I ever grow my hair out? No, because it doesn't grow on the top the way it used to, so I shave it right the hell off. Once my sideburns start to get dark, they're not dark now because I just shaved my head not too long ago. Once they start to get dark, I shave my hair off. Did the Giants sign ex-Cowboy center Looney? Didn't see that. Do you want to trade back for it? Listen, Justin, if we could trade back, and like I said, if we could trade and get 9 and 20, I'm all for it. By the way, guys, if you haven't subbed up my man Justin Leone, go over there and sub up that channel. He's just getting started on YouTube, and it's very hard to get traction and start growing your channel, man, without, some shout-outs and some support. So if you guys could do me a favor and sub him up, big Giants fan over there, sub up Justin Leone if you haven't got a chance to, and check him out. I appreciate it. Yeah, I tell you, Benjamin, it's insane. You guys are my savior at this point, too. That's why I say we need each other, man. What's going on, Sonny? How you doing, man? Good to see you, sir. I'm doing as well as I can. I'm still breathing. Did they shut up? Yeah, pretty much, Taylor. The essential things are open. The liquor stores are open. I don't drink liquor. Grocery stores are open. And banks. That's about it. Can't do. You can definitely go out and get food, but they can deliver food to you, or you can go out and pick it up. But there's no restaurants or anything. But you can go to a restaurant and pick stuff up if you want to. So we're not in a complete lockdown. But what's going on there, D. Fox? Appreciate you, man. Thank you, sir. If the Giants can trade away shit fondue to season set, well, they dumped him last year. They released him. We're not on lockdown, but it's not much to do here. You got it, Justin. You got it, man. I'm sure that's open in Nevada. Yeah, of course. I don't really know if it's considered lockdown or not, Benjamin. I really don't know. But it's tough right now. There's not much to do. It is nothing to do. Because what can you do? Like I said, I go out and I go running. I go for a walk, and that's really all you can do. You can go driving around. I can go grocery shopping. That's it. And there's no gym, which is killing me, man. I'm telling you, my diet, I got to keep it on point, but it's sitting around the house all day. I'm like, man, I'm hungry. And I'm like, don't eat. Don't eat. Just stay where you're at, Walmart shelves are Walmart shelves are a replica of the Atlanta Falcons trophy case. Yes, this is true. This is true, man. Eagles are getting Dwayne Johnson. Why wouldn't they get The Rock? Why would they? Somebody asked me if I've been to Singapore. No, I've never been out of the United States. I've never been out of the country. Puerto Rico. That's not really out of the country. I've been to Canada. So, lie. I've been out of the country, but I've never traveled overseas before. Manuel Sanders is going to Saints. Yes, he is. I work out at home too, but I don't like it. Where you at, G-Man? John, you had a 5.0 earthquake. Yeah, LA sucks. Sucks, man. There's nothing to be done at this point, man. I'm lucky I still have that Bowflex out there that's 20 years old because at least I can do something on that, And I'll tell you, man, you wouldn't think those resistant bands are that heavy. I'm like, this ain't going to be heavy enough for me, man. Those damn things are heavy, How long did it take me to get to 1,000? Oh, God. It took me a couple years to get there because of the format that I used to run. And when you were in the TTC, your channel just didn't grow because you really weren't out there. Once I started, doing live streams and stuff, and I kind of found my niche, with live streaming the Giants and then, of course, the Lakers, my channel really started to take off. And that's really my deal. I'm a Laker guy. Yeah, that's really my deal. It's kind of my thing. I wanted to be the Laker guy on YouTube, and I did become the Laker guy on YouTube before it was shut down. So I hope that continues when they get back. Oh, my man, JP of the New Orleans Saints, thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it, man. Brilly, SJP of the New Orleans Saints. Yeah, we used to have our trash talking battles back in the day. He says Emmanuel Sanders helped Thomas out so much. Oh my God, Sanders is a great pickup for the Saints. without a doubt. So he and Michael Thomas, Drew Brees, got extended, and if he stays healthy, I mean, you guys will be right at the top of that division again, no doubt. It'll be interesting. It'll be fun to watch Brees and Brady, since they never met in a Super Bowl. It'll be fun to watch them match up a couple times a year, though. That I'm looking forward to. Tampa Bay and New Orleans, I'm definitely looking forward to those two guys matching up, because to watch Brees and Brady on the same field together twice a year, it's going to be a lot of fun. And one of those is going to be nationally televised, so it's going to be a lot of fun. But JP, my man, thank you so much for the $3. Boom! Appreciate that, sir. Trailer morning fasting cardio. I'll just say this. No, probably not. I eat breakfast. I eat at like 9 o'clock. I always eat a bowl of oatmeal. That's usually what I eat. Or I have 3 eggs and 6 strips of turkey bacon on weekends. But I don't eat before I go to the gym. I eat at 12:30 in the afternoon. I usually go to the gym about 5:30. I don't eat. And if I go to the gym in the morning, I do not eat breakfast. So I guess on days I go to the gym in the morning, like on a weekend, I don't eat breakfast. I go on an empty stomach and burn the fat off my body, and I come home and I fuel my muscles with food. That's usually how I do that. Do I think we dump Beckham with the deadline? We should, Ramdre. We don't have any reason to keep him here. I hope so. Jose. I would love to be the Lakers Spike Lee one, even though I'm a Knicks fan. It'd be hilarious. Belichick going to convince Luck to come out of retirement. That would be amazing, Richard. That'd be amazing. Yeah, this is true, Justin. I say that all the time. That's one thing I love. I say I'm not a Laker fan, but it's fun to watch a team play good basketball, because being a Knicks fan, I haven't seen good basketball in 20 years outside of 2012, 2013. Tell your girl Angel to wake up. She sleeps too much. Stop wearing her out, Cody, and she won't sleep too much. I know what I'm saying. They've been the matchup Super Bowl 52. This is true, 79 Steve. Don't let people make you feel ashamed of being a Laker guy and a Knicks fan. You had to earn that title. Obviously, Lakers fans choose about you. This is true, Taylor. I don't worry about what people say about me. Anybody that says anything about my Lakers stuff, they're jealous. That's all it is. Other people stream the Lakers. Other people don't get 5,700 people in their live streams, So I must be doing something right. And the thing is, I enjoy doing it. So I don't worry about it. It's my channel. I mean, if I want to frickin' stream the Clippers, I'll stream the Clippers. And if I wanted to stream, the Mets, I would stream the Mets. If I wanted to stream the 49ers, I couldn't do them every day, but you know what I'm saying. I stream whatever I want on here. It's my channel. So I don't worry about it. You think our squad is going to try to keep Fleming as a starter? Well, this year, Kenny. I mean, he's a one-year guy. So unless Nick Gates pushes him over there on the right side, I do think they'll try to keep Fleming as a starter. What's going on, Alex Sports? What's going on, Jesse Capitano? Who we taking at 4? If we stay at 4, it's got to be Isaiah Simmons. I don't want to reach for alignment at 4. We take an alignment and trade back, because you could definitely trade back. You could actually trade back to 6 and get Simmons, because Miami's going to take a quarterback too. If we have DJ and Saquon, I think we could. If we fix the O-line, D-Fox, yes. This is true, JP. The NBA All-Star games are a joke now, but I think I'm at 25-7, Richard. As well on my way. I mean, the Lakers streams they're big. They're big for me. They're a big-time show, which I'm very fortunate, blessed that I have such a great following for those games. I miss them, like I said, and I do my best. I mean, on average, there's probably 2,000 people in those, and I try to acknowledge everybody. That's tough to do, but I do my best, man. What's going on, Quest Cowboys? Thank you for joining the stream, sir. Appreciate that. Darius Slay, I think he could be huge again this year. He had a great year. What's going on, Cooldrummer? What's up, Sir Rap? What's up, JW? I like another big name receiver. I'm okay with the receivers, JW, because that's not our biggest issue. Like, we need left tackle, we need linebacker, we need a safety. Those are our biggest issues, and a pass rusher. We have 4 really big issues before you hit wide receiver. I think definitely the receivers we have can get the job done. William Watson is still here talking about Andy Reid. He's definitely here. There's my man Jeffrey Abbey. What's going on? Yeah, I like Simmons a lot. I am a big Isaiah Simmons guy because he plays the 3 levels of defense. He can cover, he can tackle and defend the run, and he can pass rush. I mean, you're getting all 3 with Isaiah Simmons. So I love him, man. He's an athletic freak. I love that guy. Target receiver in the 4th round, like I said, of Colin Johnson. My late pick for the Giants is Colin Johnson out of Texas. He's 6'6", he's 230, he's got great hands. It's a perfect guy for Daniel Jones to throw to. Colin Johnson. If he's there late, I definitely take a look at Colin Johnson for sure, man. I do too, Richard. I hope it's down soon too, man. It would be insane if Luck went to the Pats. Do you still think Odell can be a Giant again? Nah, I'm kind of falling off of that. I don't think Odell is going to come back here. How many sacks are the Giants? We'll have to see who we get in the draft, Crombite. I don't really know. We'll have to see if we sign Marcus Golden back, too. I don't really know about that either. I can't wait to see the style of defense, offensive. It'll depend, Kenny, because Joe Judge has said it depends on our opponents. So we don't really have a set offensive defense. It will be interesting to see what they do. L.A. Lou, man, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that so much, brother. Really, my good man. It's still here. I'm not wearing it, obviously. But it stays down here with me, L.A. Lou. L.A. Lou got me this hat, for Christmas. And it's still down here, and I'm hoping I get to wear it again this year. The Laker dog hat, man. He says, my baseball season is delayed. I'm going to take this time to get my arm in shape by throwing my training ball against a handball wall. Throwing batting practice to 2 teams at my age is a workout. Oh, I can imagine. Well, I can tell you this, L.A. Lou. I couldn't throw batting practice. My shoulder would fall off right now. If I tried throwing something, man, it's crazy. It hurts like hell. I can't throw. My throwing days are done. Like, guys are like, Baddog, be the quarterback. I'm like, man, I can't throw anymore. That's shot. But thank you so much for the $10. I appreciate that so much, brother. Thank you so much, man. The hat is awesome, Taylor. I love it. The Laker dog hat. I wear it every Laker game except for when they play the Knicks. When they play the Knicks, I don't wear it. I'm feeling down low. We're trying to see. I don't know if we can afford him, Svi. The Clowney's going to cost a fortune. I don't think we can get him. JP, man, thanks for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it, man. Really, my good man. He says Bucks may get Antonio Brown, Brady close to the man. I heard that. Now, if Antonio Brown goes to the Bucks and they got Brown and Evans and Godwin, that's a damn good trio of wide receivers. If you get Antonio Brown, now he hasn't played in a year, but if you get Brown and you have Chris Godwin and you have Mike Evans, I thought they might make a run at Gurley too. It'd be a hell of a trio of receivers. And Brady might have another big year. We're going to see. Thank you so much for the $3. Boom, JP. I really appreciate that, man. Rotator cuff, L.A. Lou. Actually, it's not a rotator cuff. It's a labrum thing, and it's from benching a lot. So because I used to bench with the barbell, it locks your shoulders. So my shoulders, now I don't ever use a barbell when I bench. I use dumbbells, which I should have done to begin with. Because it isolates your, it works your isolation muscles, or your quick twitch muscles. It isolates the muscles, the stabilizer muscles. It works all those. Like when I did that, the Bad Dog Boot Camp video. I noticed that there was a couple guys on that video noticed all the striations in my shoulder. And again, that's because when you're benching, you're using all your stabilizer muscles to push the thing up, so it actually works part of your delt too. So a lot of people notice the striations in my shoulder, and that's from using all your freaking stabilizer muscles using dumbbells. They're just so much better than a barbell. If 5 offensive tackles are going in the first round, who are the second-tier tackles targeted later on? I couldn't even tell you, Big Drake. I haven't gotten that far into the draft. I just haven't. I don't have time to look all that stuff up. I wish I did. But I can tell you this. The top 5 offensive tackles are not going to be gone before we draft in the first round. Even if we trade back, we're going to get, if the Giants are going to go offensive tackle, then they're going to get one of the best ones. There's no doubt about that. They're going to do that. Queef Dog's in the house. What's going on, man? Thank you for joining the stream. What's going on there? Luis Rivera from Puerto Rico. Stay safe down there, Luis. I don't know what the situation is, but good to see you, brother. And like I said, stay safe down there. And I still wish I was down there. Every time Luis comes in there, I just think of the gorgeous San Juan and how nice it is down there. I wish I was down there, man. Check out Juwan Green as a late pick. He's most of trust me, guys. As we get closer to the draft, I'll do a lot more research on these late round picks and stuff. Without a doubt, man. What's going on, Big Don? I hope you're staying safe as well. I appreciate that, sir. You're the man. Yeah, thank you. Don't ever feel the need to do that. But I appreciate you being here, sir. So I hope you're staying safe as well. I heard no team is interested in Robbie Anderson because he wants way too much money. Just crazy. Robbie Anderson's a pretty good receiver. I can't believe that Jets don't want him back. They need him. Eagles are merging with the Steelers and throw back. Of course, why not? They're going to get everybody. Yeah, right. Can you imagine that, Johnny T? That'd be amazing. I am still working Cooldrummer. I work from home now. I work from home every day. Andy Reid counts as 2. Andy Reid counts as 4. Andy Reid's almost so big he can't even be by himself because it's like over 10. He's pushing the maximum limit. Andy Reid is a group of 10, so nobody else can hang out with Andy Reid because he's a group of 10 himself. Justin the Old Man, thank you for the super chat, bro. I appreciate it so much, man. Brilly says, thanks for keep shouting me out. I appreciate it. No, you didn't need to donate for that, man. It's my pleasure to shout you out. Like I said, I know it's hard to get your channel started on YouTube, so any traction I can give you, man, not a problem. And I appreciate you being here, sir. Thank you for the $2. Boom! Appreciate that. How do I feel about losing Remmers? It's not really a big deal because we picked up Cam Fleming, so it's kind of, and Fleming was a lot less money. So it's not really a big deal. Remmers didn't really play well for us, and he got hurt, so it's not really a big deal. What's going on, Danny Ali Brandy? Thank you for joining the stream, sir. Appreciate that. How can I maintain my max bench while the gym is closed? Push-ups, man. Push-ups. Like I said, I have a Bowflex, so I can go out there and do that, but push-ups, that's really it. I don't know what else works your chest without weights. I couldn't even tell you. Is Fleming depth really? He could be. Maybe Nick Gates is our starter over there. But we're gonna see. Giants need O-line. I agree, man. Do I have workout equipment? I have a Bowflex that I use. I have a Bowflex, and I run every day now just to try to stay thin, and that's really how I can work my legs out is running. L.A. Lou, you're the man, man. Thank you so much for the super chat again, bro. I appreciate it so much, my man. Brilly. He says Clowney's more a name than a producer. Agreed. Fowler had his best year with the Rams, and so will Floyd because we benefit from Donald collapsing the pocket just like Fowler did and Quinn before him. And I mentioned this before, that some of your parts, I don't know if you were in the stream last night, L.A. Lou. I mentioned that. Sometimes the surrounding parts make you better, and I always use two cornerbacks that went to the Eagles. Nasiam Nawab was terrible at Philadelphia because the surrounding parts weren't as good and he didn't fit the system. And then Byron Maxwell, who was part of Legion of Boom, when you have Cam Chancellor and Earl Thomas as your safeties, a lot of times they can hide the mistakes of a cornerback that's getting burned, and Maxwell was terrible with Philadelphia. So I agree. When you have guys that take up all that attention, it allows other players to perform. So it's definitely a great point. And thank you so much for the $10. Hallelujah! Appreciate that, man. Hey, Cloud, what is going on, brother? Thank you for enjoying the stream. Have your wife sit on your back while you're doing push-ups. You can do that, too. My kid does that. My kid, little bad dog, sits on my back while I do push-ups. Eagles just got Andy Reid. Yes, they did. What do you think about the new head coach of the Giants? I like his philosophy, Russell. I can tell you that, man. I like his philosophy. I like Joe Judge's philosophy about punching him in the mouth for 60 minutes. I like that he says we really don't have a game plan. We're going to game plan for our opponent. And he said, don't tell me about what the players can't do. Tell me about what they can do. I like his coaching philosophy. I think he's going to be good for the Giants. And he's a younger guy. And I think sometimes, younger guys can relate to him. So it's going to be good. Ebron was cheap for sure, man. Reese screwed us so bad. Yes, he did. God, he sucks. He sucks. Awful. Which team do I hate from the AL East? The Red Sox. I'm a Yankee fan. I hate the Red Sox with a passion. You really hate Eric Flowers? You're not alone. I tell you, A-Cloud, I am too. I am so lost without sports. That's why I'm doing these live streams like 3 times a week, just so we can hang out and stay sane. Because this, even though sports aren't on, you guys are my outlet. Ooh, actually, sports is on. If you guys have Fox Sports 1, they got Australian rules football, guys. Let's take a look at it. I don't know what I'm looking at, but we're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it. We got the where's my Australian guys that are in here? I got Australian guys that come in here. Guys from Australia, New Zealand. From Marvel Stadium in Melbourne, Australia, we got the Essendon Bombers against the what does that say? The Fremantle Dockers tonight. So we're gonna watch some Australian rules football. Don't really know what I'm looking at, but it's something live and it's sports. What's going on? I love getting one's move so far. Yeah, I agree, Don. I completely agree, man. What's going on, Kev K? I like that we didn't give extended, long contracts and then backload contracts. I like the way we did it. We're just these guys are gap fillers until we're ready to compete. Go Yankees. Absolutely, Big Drake. Go Yankees, baby, all day, every day. Hate the Stros versus Red Sox. I don't. I don't like the Stros, but I hate the Red Sox with a passion. I don't know what I'm looking at, Richard. Otherwise, I would give you some live commentary. I have no idea how this works. None. Anyway, we got time, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it so much, my man. Brilly says, great stream, Baddog. Who you got winning the NFC South? The Saints. I can't go against the Saints. The Saints just added Emmanuel Sanders. They got Michael Thomas. They got Drew Brees. They got a good defense. Still got Alvin Kamara over there. I got to give it to the Saints. I don't think the Bucs are ready to compete with them. I don't think the Falcons are ready to compete with them. And I know that the Panthers aren't. I think the Bucs could win 8 or 9 games this year. But I just think the Saints are still the class of that division for the moment. Yankees should be starting Thursday, I know. 26th of March. Sucks. Yeah, the Giants might sign Golden, Jeff. That'd be awesome. You watching Green Book for the 10th time? Really good movie. Yeah, I'm watching Australian rules football. Nobody's in the stadium. Maybe one night I'll stream. Can you imagine me streaming an Australian rules football? I wouldn't even know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't know how this works. I know nothing about it. The Astros are bums, Danny Dimes. There's no doubt about that. I don't think we have much cap space at all, Arian. Not much at all. We used most of it. Hey, do you want an Australian accent or what? Say, we go. They go the huddling over there. We got to go with the man bun in the middle there. I don't really know how this works. You'd think I do because I talk like this. We got a nice female official. She looked pretty nice there. She's got a hair and a ponytail, and maybe that's her look at that. Actually, looks like she's got beverages. Maybe she's the water girl, and she's just on the field giving these gents some hydration. As this guy's flexing out his arms there. He's got no arms, but it's all right. That guy's pretty jacked right there. Big guy there losing his hair like Baddog is. Still nobody in the stands, and we got these people. These people got the short shorts on, and they all got the shorts. Very short, and they got the tank tops, so they're showing a little leg and they're showing a little arm. Sun's out, guns out down there in Melbourne today. There you go. What's going on there, G Money Video Slots, my man? I love G Money. He's the man. He is the man. You gotta love. But she looked 18. What a great. It's a great freaking name. But she looked 18. What's going on? Made by Kicks. A knife. Yeah, that's not a knife. That's a knife. Fantastic. Great movie, Crocodile Dundee. There's going to be a lot of there's going to be lateral a lot. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking at. I have no idea. He picks the ball up and he kicks it over to the right side and it's caught. And now he's going to kick it forward again and then that's caught. And there's a whistle. I don't know what the hell for. I have no idea what's going on. Oh, another kick. Marvel Stadium is huge. And, a nice tackle right there. Oh, slam him down. There we go. And the ball's rolling around on the field, and they're going to throw it. And it bounces up there, picked off by the guy in the white uniform, and he's whipped down. There's no yard marker. I don't know what the hell is going on. I probably hate the Eagles the most. D-Fox. The Eagles and Red Sox are like neck and neck. Cowboys just beneath. It's tough. Probably the Eagles. I give the Eagles the edge if I had to pick. What's going on, Jeremy Hansman? I agree, G Money. I don't think we're not going to get a full baseball season because they're not going to play the World Series into late November. It's not going to happen. What sport am I calling? If you guys want to watch an actual sport that is being played, if you have Fox Sports 1, we have Australian rules football right now. So there's a field goal attempt, and it is good! It's 6-0 or whatever that is. It's not really a field goal attempt, but they kicked it through the posts. So very nice. Devin Smith with the nice kick there. I got no idea what the hell is going on. Michael Thomas blocked me on Twitter. Wow, Danny, what'd you say to him? Who do I want in the draft, lineman or Isaiah Simmons? It depends, Arian. It depends on where we draft. If we stay at 4, I want Isaiah Simmons. If we want a lineman, trade back. I'm fine with either one. I do want Simmons. That's the guy that I want. But if the Giants want a lineman, please trade back and get it. Who I think will win the NFC East this year? The Cowboys. I think the Cowboys will still win the NFC East. I still think they're the best. They won't win by much because this division's still terrible. It's still not a good division. Why is that 6 points? They made it seem really easy. I don't know. It says 1-0. It says ESS 1, and then on the other side, 1-0, then 0-0, and then it says 6-0. So maybe it's 7-0. I don't really know how this works. You sure you can't call a Giants Super Bowl game and show it? I recently saw a movie reviewer with a lot of subs show a movie in the background. Yeah, I wouldn't want to chance it, Johnny T. That's the only thing. I wouldn't want to chance it. I found he just kicked the field goal, don't try to block it, no crossbar. They look like a bunch of... Yeah, you see that, LA Lou, right? I don't even know what the hell I'm looking at right now. Yeah, the kick is good. The crowd. There's no crowd. That's why. It's 7-0 now. And Essendon is whooping that ass. And Fremantle needs to get something going here. There's a big kick, and the ball's batted up in the air, and it's picked off. And the ball's all over the ground. They're going to do a little laterally here. And there's a kick the other way. And that ball is going to be a jump. Oh, nice catch. I don't know what happened. And the guy caught it, but they stopped play. Nobody in the stands down here in Melbourne. What's going on, Lamille Sinclair? They were joining the stream. What's up, Dwayne's favorite glitter Gator loves BVD. Thoughts on Gurley to Atlanta? Well, I remember Uncle Lou a few years ago trolled the Falcons big time because they didn't take Todd Gurley. It's a good signing for the Falcons. If Todd Gurley has anything left, it's definitely nothing wrong with that. They gave him 1 year. He didn't cost anything, so that's definitely not a signing at all. What's a reasonable contract for Leonard Williams? 4 years, like $12 million a year. I think that's reasonable, especially since Clowney isn't getting the money, and he's not Dante Fowler, who got $16 million. I think that might be the highest paid defensive player. I could be wrong about that, so don't quote me, but I think that's the highest paid defensive player so far is Dante Fowler. Leonard Williams isn't in that class, so maybe 4 years, 48, 50 million, 12.5 million a year. I think that's fair. I think 4 years, 50 million is fair. Front load his contract. Maybe like 30 million guaranteed, 32 million guaranteed or something. I think that's fair for him. I just saw my man Rudy T. What's going on, Rudy T? Thank you for joining the stream. He says I took over the playground today. I was getting my pull-ups and applying metrics. I do that. I go over to my there's a this is usually where I run. So there's an elementary school about a mile away. I walk there to warm up. I go over there. I do pull-ups on the goalposts because there's no monkey bars. So there's like soccer goalposts, and they're just wooden. And there's no net in there. And I do pull-ups on those, and then I run back home, and then I run the other way past my gym. I always walk past the gym. I'm sorry. I run home. Again, it's like a mile. Then I walk about another mile past my gym. I always cry when I go by the gym. I have to walk by it every day, though. I have to see it. And then I run back, and then I go back to the school. I do some pull-ups, and I run back. That's usually how it is. What's going on, Sully S? Thank you for joining the stream. Oh, you're an Essendon fan. There you go. Well, they're up 13-0 right now as they're whooping that ass. Richard, they're killing it. I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. Tell me about it, G-Money. We can't have football season canceled. I'm ready for football, Cooldrummer. Let's hope that we get it. Let's hope we get it. Emmanuel Sanders, yes, I saw that. We're going to the Saints. Great move for them. Yeah, he's still young, without a doubt. He's just got the bad knees, but definitely young. For sure, man. The Cowboys will not be good this year. They lost Robert Quinn, Jones, Cobb, Barrett. McCarthy's not going to save them, Brock. You're right about that. You're right about that. I just still think that they're the best in this division because I don't think the Eagles got any better either. You know, Darius Slay's not going to save the Eagles. So this division stinks. It's bad. It's really bad. Yes, we are, Rudy T. Yes, hey, man, you got to get those workouts in whenever you can get them. What's going on, Tropical Mayhem? Thank you for joining the stream, sir. This sport makes no sense. I agree, Richard. All these Dallas fans, oh, God, that's got to be awful. I know we got time. I did not see Gronk on SmackDown. I didn't even know wrestling was still going on. Jose Mendoza, man, thank you for the super chat, bro. I appreciate it. Brilliant, my good man. Weirdest sports jersey, i.e. Tom Brady to Bucks uni. I agree. That is going to be super weird. Rivers in a Colts jersey is going to be weird, too. But a Brady Bucks uniform is weird. There's no doubt about that, man. That is strange for sure, man. Thank you so much for the $2 boom, Jose. Appreciate it so much. What's going on, Nelson? Thank you for joining the stream. Slay going to play wide receiver. Well, they're probably going to draft wide receiver, I would imagine. Just got yourself a Slayton jersey. Nice. Well, I know when we went to the game, my man OGR had the Slayton jersey on there. Emmitt Smith in the Cards was very weird. Yes, he was. I think even though I was old before my time, Kenny Stabler in an Oilers uniform looked funny too, because Kenny Stabler was a Raider. Like I think of Stabler, I think of a Raider, but to see him in an Oiler uniform, that was weird. Montana in a Chiefs uniform was weird. Thurman Thomas in a Dolphins uniform, that was weird. You know, that type of stuff is pretty weird. We'll see with Bridgewater. It'll be interesting with him, for sure. What's going on, Lestat Walton? Thank you for joining the stream, sir. Buccaneers are going to get a lot of primetime games. Yes, they are. And I hope one's against the Saints, because I want to see Brady against Breeze. That'll be a lot of fun. Johnny Damon in pinstripes. Yeah, that's true. Wade Boggs in pinstripes, probably more weird, Jose. Wade Boggs, a Yankee. That was weird. It would have been weird with Clemens, too, if he didn't go to Toronto first. Definitely G-Money. Emmitt Smith in a color's uniform was weird, for sure. Dawkins in a Broncos. I don't even remember him playing. I didn't even remember him playing for the Broncos. Am I going to a Giants game this year? Yes. We haven't figured it out, Cody, but yes, I'm hoping to go to the Giants Dallas game. That's the one I really want to go because I think we can get some Dallas guys there. Can I get Philly 500 on one day? Absolutely. I talk to Philly 500 all the time. I talk to Philly 500 a few times a week, so he's already said we got to stream again together. So I'll definitely get Philly on here at some point. I should have asked him today, but I'll see if I can get him on again, and he'll come on. Maybe Monday. Maybe we'll do it Monday. As a Giants fan, I'm happy with what the Cowboys and Eagles are doing. Yeah, I agree, Queef Dog. The Eagles are in cap hell, without a doubt, man. Until your cornerbacks get ready for school, Amari Cooper is the teacher. Now, our cornerbacks do need to get ready. I do like the Bradbury signing, but our cornerbacks need to play better, Quest Cowboys, that's for sure. McNabb in a Redskins uniform, definitely weird. Simon Leopold, how can I be the man when you're the man? Body's definitely weird. Thank God we never saw LT. That's true, Johnny T. Thank God for that. LaDainian Thompson, the Favre on the Jets. Favre on the Jets was weird. Nick Foles of the Bears. I don't know if that was weird, but Nick Foles of the Bears. I don't know what the Bears are doing. I don't know what the Bears are doing. I should collab with Ron Effect. I don't really get along with Ron Effect, so that probably will never happen. Don't get along with him. Would you trade Golden Tate for if we could trade Golden Tate? I would do it in a heartbeat, but nobody's going to take Golden Tate for a second-round pick. You might get a fifth. He's older, and he was, we're just not going to get anything for Golden Tate. There's another weird signing by Dave Gettleman, but it would have been weird to see Eli in another uniform. I agree with both you guys, Sarkon and Rich Cranium. Yeah, it would have been weird. For sure. Crazy Wolfman, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining the stream, sir. I was actually there when Emmitt Smith got his 18,000-yard 2004. In fact, it was my first Giants game. That's pretty awesome, G-Money. Maybe the Giants actually won that one. We were pretty bad in 2004, though. There's the Entertainer. Stand up! What's going on, Entertainer? Talking sports. Thank you for joining the stream. Mr. Senorita. Yeah, I should start calling him that. Jaden Dawkins, what's up, man? Cruise on. How you doing? Thank you for joining the stream. Sup, NYG31. Forgot what was 12. What's going on? I'm doing well, Tropical Man. I'm doing as good as I can. What's going on, NBA guy? What's going on, Jared Fulgeniti? What's up, brother? What's up, Rakib Sherzay? Did I hear about New York being shut down? Well, I live in New York, so yes. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate that, sir. Andres Oswald, what's going on, man? Big Drake. Yeah, nobody's going to take Golden Tate from us. Jon Snow, Targaryen, what's going on, Jon Snow? Thank you for joining the stream. Jabril Peppers, I think he's got talent, and we're going to see. We're going to see what he is. This is the year, I think Jabril Peppers was up and down. I think he played well at some points. I remember the game against Washington. He pissed Landon Collins off. That was awesome. He became a fan of I became a fan of Jabril Peppers as soon as he triggered Landon Collins. I loved that because I hate Landon Collins. So I was glad that Peppers triggered him, saying he was the real number 21 for the Giants. It was beautiful. That was awesome, man. Rudy T, man, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it so much, man. Brilly says Eli beats Brady in Super Bowls and retirement. It's true. Yes, he does. And people have mentioned it. The Giants should definitely retire Eli Manning's number when Brady is there. Brady would clap. Brady would tip the cap to Eli. For sure, man. Thank you so much for the $2. Boom! You were at the game when he triggered Landon. Beautiful. Yeah, nobody wants Golden Tate's contract, and he's older. Well, that's true. Tiki Barber was the real 21. Tiki Barber, and I said that in it. You want to talk about triggering Cowboy fans? I told Cowboy fans Tiki Barber is better than Emmitt Smith. And they lit me up. And I said, listen, Tiki Barber had over 10,000 yards in his career. He played 10 seasons. And he didn't really become a starter until 2000. First 3 seasons, he was a third down back. The guy had over 3,500 yards his last 2 seasons in the NFL rushing. He averaged almost 5 yards a carry in his career, and he had over 5,000 yards receiving. On bad Giants. Well, no, they weren't bad. A couple years they were bad. But he did have a fumbling problem, which he cleared up. But Tiki Barber was damn good. Tiki Barber should be in the Hall of Fame. No bullshit. That guy's a Hall of Fame running back. Look at his numbers, man. Tiki was damn good. Tiki was the best running back in the league probably from 2004 until he retired. The last 3 years of his career, he was probably the best running back in the league. Up there with Sean Alexander. Sean Alexander is the only reason that Tiki didn't win a rushing title. But Tiki was good. Tiki was great. Tiki's the best running back in the history of the New York Giants. Aaron Ross is a real 31. Do we have a real 31? What's going on, man? You have to deliver. You still have to deliver? Oh, that's right. They still do have this deliveries, Cyan Richard. It's crazy, man. Yeah, he did. Rondé Barber's not better than Tiki. Brian Dawkins better than Troy Polamalu? Well, he probably is. Listen, I hated Dawkins when he played, but respect where it's due. Dawkins was amazing. Dawkins was jacked up. Dawkins was crazy, man. Thumbs up the stream. Indeed, Tiki was a great running back. Too bad he had to be Yeah, I mean, listen, I can tell you right now, G-Money. Living up here in upstate New York, the New York Giants practiced about 20 miles south of me from 1996 to 2012 in Albany. They practiced at SUNY Albany, which is like 25-minute drive south from me, okay? So, Strahan was a douchebag. Michael Strahan's the biggest douchebag I ever met. Strahan was a douchebag. Hate Michael Strahan. Great player, awful human. Awful. Terrible. Probably the guy I hated the most out of all the training camps was Michael Strahan. Just a terrible person. Awful guy. OC wasn't the nicest guy either. A lot of the Giants were extremely friendly. But Strahan just was not. Just was not. Who's better, J.J. Watt or Gronkowski? Well, they don't even play the same position. How are you going to compare a tight end to an edge rusher? Matt Dodge is a real number 6. What's the most shocking outcome that I've seen in sports in our generation? Want to see if we're thinking the same. I mean, man. I would say Super Bowl 42 was shocking, but I actually bet money on the Giants to win that, so it didn't shock me. It kills me, but 2004, Yankees blowing the 3-0 lead in the ALCS. That's probably the most shocking outcome to me, was us blowing that lead. A 3-0 lead against. We had them dead to rights and couldn't close them out. That's probably the most shocking thing that I saw, since I've been alive. That was a rough one. That was difficult. I do see that MLB Network is running Game 5 of the 1995 ALDS. And I can tell you this. That is, I believe, that is the twice this has happened to me, but that was the first time. That was the first time I ever cried after one of my teams lost the game. I cried. I cried after we lost to Seattle. That broke my freaking heart. Rubber knows what's going on, man. I saw you over in BDV. I'm not even drinking. BVD stream. What's going on, man? And is that Max Headroom as your thumbnail, Rubber Nose? I like that. Back in the 80s. I grew up with Max Headroom. Good to see you, my man. Thank you for swinging by. I appreciate it, man. You still have nightmares about that? Yes, that was true. After we lost the finals to Houston, the Knicks, I cried after Game 7 of that. No, I'm sorry. That was the first time I cried. Game 7 of the NBA Finals in 94, and then 95 ALDS, and then 96 after Game 2 of the World Series. I was in a crying mode. Of course, everything worked out for the Yankees, so, that was in vain. But that 94 Finals, man, that hurt. That hurt. You go with Bad Dog? I don't have a dog. Bad Dog's dog. I don't have a dog. I don't have any pets. I plan on doing a call-in show. Maybe next week, Queef Dog. I'll set the Skype up and we'll have some people call in. Tiki or Saquon if I could choose. Well, Saquon's definitely more talented, but Saquon's been there 2 years, and last year he was injured. So I got to give it to Tiki right now. Saquon hasn't proven anything to me. Tiki, like I said, Tiki's a Hall of Fame running back. Saquon's definitely more talented than Tiki. There's no question. Saquon's one of the most talented. I said it before. I mean, he reminds me of Barry Sanders, and Nobody reminds me of Barry Sanders. Saquon did, but Saquon's got to stay healthy. I am out of my mind. But Emmitt Smith's the all-time leading rusher. I don't care. Tiki Barber averaged more than a half yard to carry more than him. Emmitt Smith also led the league. Emmitt Smith has the most carries in the history of the NFL, too. So if you carry the ball the most, you should have the most rushing yards. You should. It's just like when people say to me, oh, well, Barry Sanders got the 2,000 yards, but O.J. did it in 14 games. But O.J. had more carries than Barry Sanders did when Barry Sanders hit the 2,000-yard mark. O.J. carried the ball more times than 14 games. I don't care how many games it took. How many attempts did he have? Emmitt Smith carried the ball 5,000 more times in his career than Tiki Barber did. Legitimately. He should have more yards than Tiki Barber. It doesn't make him better. It means he carried the ball more. The 99 Knicks, no, because the 99 Knicks year was a magical run. They shouldn't have got by the Heat. And then, of course, the 4-point play of the LJ, that was amazing. But they didn't, they just had a magical run. So it did not cry. And Ewing was hurt. And there was no way without Ewing that the Knicks were going to beat, Duncan and Robinson. Duncan in his prime wasn't happening, man. ChrisAM, thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate it so much, my man. Brilly says, don't want to pay any running back 18 to 20 million a year. I don't either. And that's why Chris made a good point last night that we're doing this free up cap space, and we should sign Barkley next year before the cap increases and before running back prices go up. So we should take care of his contract next year, so maybe we're paying him $16 million and not $20 million. So I completely agree with you, ChrisAM, on that. Thank you so much for the $2 boom, and David Bialaglo, man. Thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Appreciate that so much, guys. Brilly. Should the Giants pick up Ingram's and Pepper's fifth-year options? Hope being stuck from home is not driving you too nuts, you the man. Well, number one, how can I be the man when you the man? Being stuck at home is beginning to drive me nuts. Not going to lie. I'm starting to lose my mind. That's why I do these streams, so I have you guys to keep my sanity. So I love you guys and girls. I have to stay on here. Otherwise, I will lose my mind because we have no human contact anymore. Peppers, you know what, David, we'd have to see how Ingram does this year. I think this year for Ingram, if he's not producing, maybe we trade him at the deadline. But if he can have a big year, maybe. I mean, Caden Smith played really well down the stretch. I don't think we pick up Ingram's fifth-year option. Peppers, I think they could. I don't want them. You know what? I want done with Ingram. So no, I'm going to say no to Ingram, and I'll say yes to Peppers because I think Peppers can play. I don't want Ingram on the I just don't like Evan Ingram. I just don't like him. He can't block. He's always injured. He's inconsistent. He's got a lot of talent, but he just doesn't play well. So, I'll say no to Ingram, and I'll say yes to Peppers. And thank you so much for the $5. Boom! Appreciate that. Arthur, what's going on, man? Missing the Lakers, Arthur. Missing the Lakers. Yeah, Chris, no doubt. I mean, I loved Tiki, too. He should have bashed Eli, but that still doesn't take away from how great of a player he was. And Tiki was very nice at training camp, by the way. Tiki signed autographs for everybody. Tiki was one of the nicest guys there. I love that. Thank you, Rubber Nose. Appreciate that. I'm the South's favorite Yankee. I tell BBD all the time. Him and Uncle Lou, I'm their favorite Yankee for sure. I'm their favorite New Yorker. There is no... their favorite Yankee. For sure, man. It was fun. I love BVD, man. BVD's one of my favorite people on YouTube. Rubber Nose. I love that guy. So it was an honor being on his channel, and hopefully we can work together again. I did a 24-hour live stream about a month ago. Donating half of it to charity, and I had BVD on my channel. He came through clutch because BVD was with me from like 2 a.m. in the morning, like 2:30 in the morning to 4:30 in the morning. So being able to talk to somebody, like hear his voice, definitely helped me get through that stream. So I always remember BVD for helping me out with that 24-hour stream. It was awesome. Nice to hear the NFL Game Pass free till May 31st. You can watch every game over the past decade. I did not hear that, Brock, but I will have to definitely check that out. For sure. What's going on, Aiden? Thank you for joining the stream. So the Giants sign Evers. The Giants don't have any money, CT. And I think that they're going to go after Marcus Golden. I do think he's going to come back. Yeah, he did apologize, Eli. I don't have a problem with Tiki now, John. That did make me mad, and then they went on to win the Super Bowl, so I was like, haha, in your face, Tiki. But Tiki was great. Yep, you're right, G-Money. His final bad pick in the first round was Evan Ingram. What's going on, Sports Player? Thank you for joining the stream, man. Appreciate that. don't know if it was clutch, Queef Dog. It was the 24-hour streams are hard, but I do, like I said, I'll do one in August. I'll do another one in August. But what's crazy about those 24-hour streams is I have some guys. I don't know if LA Lou is still in here. LA Lou was with me all 24 hours. Afghanistan was with me all 24 hours. Mr. A. Lewis Sr. was with me all 24 hours. And I know I'm missing people. There were guys there with me for 20 hours. Like DieHardGiantsFan was there for like 20 hours, 22 hours. Bobby Woodruff was there all 24 hours. He did fall asleep for a second, but he was there all 24 hours. I had like 6 or 7 people that were there for 24 hours with me. And then when I end the stream, I think it was Afghanistan, I see goes, well, now what do we do? And I'm thinking, after I end the stream, I can still see the chat. He says, now what do we do? And I say, I'm thinking to myself, now what do? You go to sleep. You got to be dead tired like I am. But that's so awesome that I have, 6 or 7 people that stay with me for all 24 hours. So I appreciate that, Rubber Nose. Thank you, sir. It was crazy. But again, I'll do one in August, and they're a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun. I have my man DWG on here because it was his charity we were doing it for. And, I always have guests on. Philly 500 was on with me at midnight or maybe a little earlier that night. But I do bring in people. I had Uncle Lou on here with me. So I do bring people in via Skype. I have a lot of guests, and it's a lot of fun. The 24-hour streams are fun. And for the first 20 hours, I'm good. But I was at 5:30 in the morning to 7, because I do them from 9 a.m. to 9 a.m. That 5:30 to 7:30 part of that 24-hour live stream is rough. When I get to 8 o'clock, I see the light at the end of the tunnel. I get my second wind. But that section of the night, that was 4 to 7:30. That's hard in the morning. 4 to 7:30 in the morning. But we get it done, man. People are like, you're gonna go to sleep. I'm like, no, I'll get through this. I've done it. I'm becoming an expert at this thing now. Everson Griffin, when we said, no, he's not gonna. The Giants don't have any money. We don't have any money. Last Jedi's in the house. Jedi, you missed Taylor. Taylor was in here earlier. I was like, where's Jedi? You too, D Fox. I appreciate you swinging by, my man. And the bed, all right. Keep it coming. Yeah, I'll be here. I got nothing else to do. So we'll be hanging out 3 times a week. That's probably what I plan on doing. 3 times a week we'll hang out, guys. What about Buster Douglas knocking out Mike Tyson? Go back. I'm going to tell you guys this right now about the deal. So, D-Fox, you keep safe, too, and have a great night, my man. Johnny T and anybody else, go back and watch it. You can watch it. I'm pretty sure it's still on YouTube. Douglas Tyson. Pretty sure that's on YouTube. Mike Tyson knocks Buster Douglas down. Douglas is down for 13 seconds. He's down for, you can watch it because you can see the time click away. He's down for 13 seconds. Mike Tyson won that fight. Buster Douglas is down on the mat for 13 seconds because YouTube counts it off. It's timed. He's down for 13 seconds. There's a slow count. Very slow count. What's going on, 44, the legendary, man? I don't know if I've seen you in one of these streams. What's going on, man? We've got some Saints representation here. We got 44, the legendary in the house. We got Jedi in the house. We got JP, the New Orleans Saints in the house. Got some Saints representation up in here tonight. Yeah, this is true, Richard. This is very true. Ref did buy Douglas time. He did. What's my thoughts on Julian Love? Because I see he did play well for us. I don't know if I like him better at safety or nickel corner, but he's probably going to get some. He's probably going to play safety this year, depending on what we do in the draft. But the Giants definitely need safety help, without a doubt. What's going on? Control, or I'm going to just call it that because I don't know how I would say it with an X in there. I remember Evan Smith admitted he was glad Barry Sanders retired early. Yeah, well, that just shows you there, and he should. He should thank Barry Sanders, G-Money. He'd never have that if it wasn't for him. Yeah, Emmanuel Sanders, great signing for the Saints. No, Taysom Hill's not going to be his successor. They're going to have to draft his successor eventually. Mike Tyson was badass. That was when I used to watch boxing. It was great. Trust me, Queef Dog. Laker Dog misses being here for you guys and girls very much. Trust me. Trust me when I tell you. You think Fremantle can come back? I'm not even watching it, Lou, but it was 13-0, whatever that other team is, what I watched. Barry Sanders is the most talented running up. Yes, he definitely is, Brock. And hey, man, get some sleep, and thank you for hanging out. Appreciate it so much, Brock. Even though you're an Eagles fan, you're all right by me, brother. 2 years in a row. Last Jedi, the Saints been robbed. Yep. Most corrupt sports ever. Oh, boxing, definitely. Refs wanted Buster Douglas to win. Tyson got a regular catch. Yeah, exactly, Big Drake. Exactly. Yeah, like I said, you can watch it on YouTube. You can watch that. He's down on the ground for 13 seconds. Buster Douglas was knocked out. What's going on, little man knows sports? The Giants do need all the help they can get, for sure. Well, that's true. The fact that Tyson was getting beat before Tyson hit him with a punch that knocked him down, Tyson was getting his ass kicked in that. So, definitely. But that had a lot to do with, he got rid of Cuss, he got rid of Rudy, and he joined with Don King. He started getting full of himself. A lot of that had to do with his trainer not being there for that fight. That was a big reason why. Flex on him, MH. You don't even need to flex on him. You got that video to go watch. I flex on him in that video. Bad Dog Boot Camp. I'm flexing on him all day in there. Go watch Bad Dog Boot Camp, MH. Go watch Bad Dog Boot Camp video. That's me flexing. Do I still watch boxing? No, I haven't watched boxing probably since 97. Honestly. Should we all go to the Giants-Browns game next year? I wouldn't mind that either. I kind of want to do the Cowboys game because I think we could get Cowboys video makers there, but I'd be fine with the Browns game too, seeing old friend Odell Beckham. ChrisAM, man, thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it so much, my man. Thank you, brother. Brilly says, I don't want Simmons over an offensive tackle. Let's get back to Giants football. You win in the trenches. Simmons does nothing to protect or develop Daniel Jones. I got no problems with anything we do, ChrisAM. If we took an offensive tackle, I am fine with that. I don't think we need to take one at 4, though, because I think we can trade back and get one of the 3 top tackles. But if we do pick 4th, if they do stay there, then I would want Simmons. But I have no problems either way. I really don't. I completely understand needing the offensive tackle. Completely get it. I'm with you 100%. You got to protect Daniel Jones. You got to open holes for Saquon Barkley. And I said this before. If your offense is on the field and winning time of possession, it's going to help your defense. A good offense can hide a subpar defense. Because if you're on the field, if your defense is on the field 33 minutes a game, they're going to get more exposed, especially if they're not good. If your offense is on the field 33 minutes a game, your defense is on the field less, therefore giving up less points. I get both sides of the argument, and I have no problem either way. Really, you could flip a coin. And I'd be fine with Simmons or an offensive tackle. But I definitely understand your point. Trust me, I do. And I'm not going to be mad if we draft a tackle. Even if we did do it 4th, I wouldn't be mad because I understand we need it. But thank you so much. And to find out, boom! Does my wife get to talk? My wife's not here. Robert knows. My wife's not here. She's upstairs. Which wide receiver would you prefer in the 2020 draft? Given 2nd or 3rd pick. What, the 2nd or 3rd round? Is that what you're talking about, Arian? I don't know. Second, I don't really want to draft the wide receiver that early, but later in the round, Colin Johnson's the guy that I want later in the draft. Colin Johnson, definitely. What's going on, Isaiah Rodgers? I like Isaiah Simmons. I love Isaiah Simmons. Because, like I said, he's a 3-level linebacker. He can cover. He can run, he can tackle, and he can pass rush. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to be mad with offensive tackle. I'm good on either one. Yeah. 32-13, man. Wow. I don't know if Fremont can come back on this one, Lou. You'd be good drafting the best center in the draft. We definitely could use a center, too. Jalapeno was awful. If we're picking in the 2nd round, maybe T. Higgins. I like T. Higgins a lot from Clemson, but I don't want to take a receiver in the 2nd round. I don't want him. I miss March Madness, baseball, NBA. Tell me about it, Jedi. Tell me about it. SNY is showing the best of the Mets in 2019. Yes shows Yankee classics. So they don't do so much 2019. They'll show some of the greatest Yankee games ever. That is what they do. Let's go down. Ranveer Bhatia. Thank you for joining the stream. I'm going, yes. Ivana is definitely. Ivana Alo, we don't know what to do with herself, not hanging out with the bad dog. She has no idea. If I brought Ivana in for one of these streams, people are like, what the hell are you doing? The Lakers stream, everybody knows why she's there. But I miss Ivana. I miss Ivana. I miss Ivana very much. I miss her very much. I do. Yeah. I don't even know what that is right there. What is image? Oh, Liza was there. You see Liza for a second? I'm getting rid of her too. Liza was there for the Nets game, and we lost. You know. You cruise on. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it, brother. Brilly says Yankees suck. The Mets are the real New York team. He even had to laugh at that one. He couldn't even type that with a straight face. We don't suck. Yankees are damn good. I just hope we get to play baseball this year at some point. I need something. Give me my Yankees. Give me the Mets. Whatever. Listen. I got no problem with the Mets. I said before, the Mets make the playoffs. I root for the Mets. I root for the Mets. I was rooting for the Mets to win the World Series against the Royals. So I got no problem with the Mets at all. But, obviously the Yankees are we all know. We're the alpha male, the Yanks. Thanks so much for the $2 boom cruise on. Appreciate that. When's the last time we had a Batgirl sighting? Batgirl was maybe a couple weeks ago. She was in one of the Lakers streams, I think. I saw Batgirl. She definitely came by a couple times. She definitely came by a few. She came to a couple streams. She came with her one account, and I saw her because I know her name was Ksenia, so she had a couple of different accounts, and I saw the name. I go, wow, is that Batgirl? And it was, and then Batgirl came back a couple nights later for a couple streams. I haven't seen her since. And she's in Russia, so I don't really know what's going on over there as far as this whole pandemic thing, over there. So hopefully she's safe. Exactly, Jedi. I've been trying to tell Chris I will turn my back and he can don the pinstripes. I have no problem. I won't tell anybody, man. What's going on, Hardy YT? Thank you for joining the stream. Do I prefer offensive tackle over Simmons? Again, it depends on what we draft. We're going to take it. If we are holding on to the number 4 pick, I'm just going to say this. If we're picking 4th, I prefer Simmons over a lineman. Okay, I prefer to do it that way. If we're taking a lineman, please trade back and get more picks and then pick up a defensive player later in the first round. That's really that's obviously, honestly, I told you, dream scenario, trading with the Jags, getting number 9 and number 20 and being able to get one of those 3 linemen, Thomas Wirfs or Wills, and Kenneth Murray at 20. That's my dream for the Giants. All right, Arian, have a great night, and keep you and your family safe. And thank you for swinging by. I appreciate that. Dimitri, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining the stream, sir. Appreciate that. Can't trade back on the cheap though. What do you mean? No, 9 and 20 is not cheap. You trade your 4th pick for the 9th and 20th overall pick. That's a good trade. That's even. Where did Joe Judge come from? The Patriots. He was the Patriots special teams coach last year. I hear you, Afghanistan. Rich boy, what's going on? If Chase Young falls at the Giants, you take Chase Young. There's no doubt about that, Rich boy. If Chase Young is there, you take Chase Young. You can't pass up Chase. We did that with Josh Allen last year. Can't do it again. I appreciate that, Rubber Nose. Appreciate that, sir. What do we got here with DeAndre Baker? You know what I'm going to ask you? What do we got here with MH? What do we got here with MH? So I want to know. Why did the Jaguars trade up? Maybe the Jaguars want Isaiah Simmons. Maybe they want Isaiah Simmons. They're all about defense. Maybe they do. Oh, don't take Derek Brown. We got enough defensive tackles. They're not going to take Derek Brown. And you're right. I can't see Chase Young falling either. Crazier things have happened, though. Because Chris and I had a reaction to Daniel Jones because Chris and I never thought Josh Allen would fall to 6 in our wildest dreams. We both wanted Josh Allen. Didn't think the Giants had a chance on him. And then he fell to the Giants. And we didn't take him. So, you never know. You never know. I'm a Mets, Knicks, and Giants fan. I noticed on YouTube, I noticed a lot of Mets and Giants fans. Normally, that's not what it is. It's usually Mets and Jets, and it's Yankees and Giants. But I noticed on YouTube, there is quite a few Mets and Giants fans on here. There's a couple Yankees-Jets fans, which is strange. Because usually you get the I don't know. I don't know what we got here, MH. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell we got here with me. I'm still trying to figure that out. Tom Brady actually has weapons of Patrick. No, I agree, Arthur. He does. He's definitely got it. He hasn't had a Mike Evans in years to throw to. What's going on, Uziel? Thank you for joining the stream. There you go. Mets Giants. There's a lot of Mets Giants fans on here. Meet the Mets is a Mets Giants fan. Where are you, Jedi? I see. Thanks, Arthur. And then where's? Oh, everyone in the chat, if you want to become a Yankees fan and join the good side, sign up with Baddog and Jedi for Yankee contracts. Yeah, exactly, Jedi. Oh, yeah, we'll take applications. Free application. You don't need to pay anything. But Jedi and I will take the applications and make you guys official Yankee fans if you want. ChrisAM, thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. Billy says, if we take a wide receiver at 4, I will yell more than you. If we take a wide receiver at 4, I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be pissed. That will make me mad. I won't react like I did to Daniel Jones, but that will make me mad because we have no business taking a receiver 4th overall. If we do that, if we take Judy or Lamb, I'll be ticked off. Even though I love CeeDee Lamb, that will still make me mad. But thank you, ChrisAM, for all the love, man. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. $2. Boom! Appreciate that. You know what, Big Drake? It usually is Mets, Jets, and Nets. Mets, Jets, and Nets, and it's Yankees, Knicks, and Giants. That is usually how it is. So what's going on here? 2459 from the Czech Republic. Thank you for checking in, sir. Appreciate it. Rich Boy, man, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it so much, man. Brilly. He says if Tua goes second and the Lions take a cornerback, Chase is there, or the Lions could take Isaiah Simmons. You're right. If Tua goes to the Redskins, that opens everything up. Or if the Redskins trade back with a team like the Chargers, like the Dolphins, who want Tua, you're right. It is a possibility. It is a complete possibility. I don't see him. It's a possibility that Tua goes second. That is possible, either to the Skins, the Dolphins, or the Chargers. I don't know if Chase Young gets past the Lions. But you're right. He definitely could be. I mean, if the quarterback goes, listen, you never know. The Raiders took Clown Farrell last year. It threw everything off. So you never. That's why the drafts are fun to watch. But I appreciate the super chat, Rich Boy. Thank you for the $2. Boom! Appreciate that. And LA Lou, man, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it so much, man. Brilly, my good man. He says, what is the hang-up with New York building a stadium and bring your 2 teams back? New York should have a major state-of-the-art stadium. We should. Yankee Stadium is that, but I don't know. I don't know what their hang-up is building a stadium. I have no idea. You're talking about in New York. Taxes. It's taxes. Taxes, that's why, Elliot. It's taxes. It's way cheaper to have it in New Jersey than it is in New York. That is why they do it. That's why it stays in New Jersey, because of taxes. That is exactly it. New York taxes, but traffic's a good reason cruise on, but taxes is the reason we don't have it here. New York taxes are absolutely ridiculous. But thanks so to the final. Boom! And there, we got Taylor S. and Jedi. There it is. I've been waiting for that the whole time. Now if we only had Goose in here and Techie, we'd be good. It would be like the good old, and Playboy. It would be like the good old days. Jedi right there as well. Oh, yes. We will give you guys cannolis if you become Yankee fans. We'll do that. Is Little Bad Dog bored being stuck at home? No. Well, no. This is the thing, Taylor. So Little Bad Dog thinks that every day is a weekend now because Little Bad Dog normally goes to the babysitter. So usually Mrs. and Bad Dog are not here during the day unless it's a weekend. So when both of us are trying to work from home, Little Bad Dog is, oh, Mommy play, Daddy play Play-Doh, Daddy play toys, Daddy play games, Mommy this, Mommy that, Daddy change my diaper, Mommy change my diaper. I want milk. So that's not how you ask, buddy. How do you ask? Please. Thank you. That's a good boy. Mommy, I want milk. Daddy, I'm hungry. It's hard. So he's definitely not bored. Listen, that kid's got plenty of stuff to keep himself occupied, but he likes to bother his parents, especially his mother. He's a mama's boy. Little Bad Dog's a mama's. He loves his mommy. He likes to horse around with Dad. He's gonna end up hurting Dad, but he loves his mom. It's it's crazy. Not at 4, Richard, because we have so many other holes on this team that you cannot pass up a tackle or a defensive stud at 4. Wide receiver later in the draft, because and this is the other thing, we picked up Darius Slayton in the draft last year. He had a great rookie season. And, then we signed both Shepard and Tate to 4-year, $40 million deals. We really don't need the receiver. You know what I mean? We really don't need a number 1 receiver. We need a tackle more than a receiver. We have to protect Daniel Jones. I think the receivers are good enough to produce. That's why I'd be really mad with a receiver at 4. Gordon Gecko, what is going on, man? Thank you for joining the stream, sir. Appreciate it. Brilly, my man from Wall Street's in the house. Greed is good. No sports. I'm watching Ancient Aliens. What the Thanks so much for the $2. Boom! If you guys want to watch sports, if you have FS1 on your cable provider, the Fremantle Dockers are playing it's Australian rules football. It is live, and we do have some Australian rules football. Let's see. It is the Essendon Bombers against the Fremantle Dockers, and the Essendon Bombers are done whooping that ass. It's 40-19 Essendon here in the second quarter. So if you want to watch some kind of organized sports, you have Australian rules football on FS1. What's going on, Luca Rosano? What is going on? Tell me about it. Luca's in the house. What's going on, Luca? I didn't even know who that was. I saw the wrench. How you doing, my man? You're right. Sports hiatus is killing me. It's killing me inside, for sure. Not going to make me a Georgia fan. But listen, Rubber Nose, for Uncle Lou, when Georgia's there, I'm going to root for them. I couldn't root for them against LSU last year because I needed my Sooners to get into the playoffs and get crushed by LSU, get embarrassed by LSU, get walked all over by LSU. LSU was a damn good team. But I definitely have no problem with Georgia. I told you, I watch a lot of SEC football, so I just like watching the SEC. It's a great conference. Well, Big 12 isn't a great conference. I'm just a Sooner fan. That's why we kick the hell out of that conference and then get the shit beat out of us by an SEC team every year, except for that Rose Bowl. The Georgia-Oklahoma Rose Bowl was amazing. And obviously heartbreaking for me, but what a great game that was, that Rose Bowl. I think it was 2017. That was such a great game between those two teams. It was, man. That was rough. For sure, man. It's just tough. What's going on? No Cap 84. Boomer! Absolutely. Jedi's also a Sooner fan. And then, we usually get Duke Brothers in here. Got a lot of Sooner fans that come in here. I'll tell you this. When the Sooners make the playoffs and I stream those games, or I stream a Sooners Big 12 championship game, I get a lot of people coming there to support my Sooners, which is awesome. And they know I'm a Sooner fan, so I get those are good streams for me, those Sooners games, when they make the playoffs. What's going on there, Bryce Drexler? What's up? Yanks bet on Georgia. I have. Oh God, yeah. Georgia helped me win a big parlay at the beginning of the year. The first 5 weeks of college football, I cleaned up, and then I couldn't hit anything. But I forgot who Georgia played. Rodrigo Blankenship won it for me because he ended up covering. Was it Tennessee? No, it wasn't Tennessee. I forget who they played, but they ended up covering, and I ended up winning a lot of money that first one. What's OU's outlook this year? We'll be fine. Spencer Rattler will be fine. I think Oklahoma will be. I think they'll be just fine. They do lose CeeDee Lamb, but they have Charleston Rambo. They still have Trey Sermon. I think they're going to be fine. We got here with Kyler Murray. You're going to see with DeAndre Hopkins how good they are. People have to stay home here, Luca. There's nothing to do here. There's really nothing to do. Everything's closed. Where's Duke Brothers? I know, because Duke was always good luck, Afghanistan. Duke was always good luck. Every time Duke would come into one of my Sooner streams, the Sooners would come back. He was very good luck, man. Kyler Murray's a baller. Oh, I agree. I love Kyler Murray. Tommy G. Love Kyler Murray. Love him. I think Spencer's getting a start. We'll see. But I think that's the plan going in. Yeah, you stay safe too. Well, I'm working from home now, Luca. The only thing I do, I go out and run every day, and I go to the grocery store to get stuff. That's about it. Giovanna K family, what's going on, man? How you doing? Hope all is well. Hope you guys are safe. For sure, man. Yeah, trust me, I miss. Like I said to LA Lou, Giovanna K family, I keep it down here. I keep it down here all the time. Trust me when I tell you, the Laker dog misses calling games for you guys and girls so much. I love those damn streams. So much fun. I miss it. And hopefully we get it back. Hopefully we have basketball this year again. Because it'll be awesome. What's going on, Raymond Sosa? Thank you for joining the stream. Can Brady win in Tampa? They're not ready to compete for a Super Bowl, but I think that they may get a wild card. I think that he could get them the wild, especially if they get Antonio Brown. I think that they could get a wild card. For sure. Uncle Pizzle, what's going on? 357 over there in London. Oprah just had puppies. My wife Danielle did everything. I didn't do shit but hold the camera. Very nice. Very nice. That's awesome. Oh, congratulations on your puppies, on your litter of puppies. Uncle Pizzle, no, I was just saying, man. I keep it down here. I keep the freaking Laker dog hat down here. Hopefully we get some Lakers games. Please. What do I do in no gym? I walk a mile, I run a mile. I walk a mile, I run a mile. Then I come home and I hit my Bowflex as much as I can. I do some push-ups and some sit-ups. And I just have to keep my diet on point. That's the big thing, is my damn diet. But I certainly can't. I certainly can't fall off. If you guys saw that Bad Dog Boot Camp video, it's the first time in my life, and I've worked out for 9 years. I mean, I work my ass off in the gym. First time in my life that I looked at my physique for once and said, I like how that looks. It's the first time in my life that I could actually sit here and go, I like how I look. Never happened before. But 190, between 188 and 191 pounds is exactly where I need to be. But when I look back at that video, I'm like, I can't believe that's me curling that weight. I can't believe that's what I look like. So, and then, of course, I lose the gym. So I cannot fall off. I can't allow that to happen, man. How old am I? I'm 40. I'll be 44 in July, rubber nose. 44. Almost 44. 43. Sometimes you're bored to watch a cow give birth. I watched a giraffe give birth. It's pretty gross. Bad Dog Boot Camp, absolutely Jedi. NBA coming back in August. They can't come back that late. They can't go back that late. Diet tips. I don't really have diet tips. I can tell you what I live on. Oatmeal, ground turkey, grilled chicken. Chicken sausage, turkey bacon, and eggs. That's really what I live on. And then fruits. Fruits and vegetables, yogurt. Yogurt's my snack. I don't snack in between meals most of the time unless I'm low on calories. I'll have yogurt at the end of the night. I don't snack in between meals. I have 3 meals a day. I keep my calories. Now my calories are about 17 to 1900 because I kind of want to maintain. But when I lost all this weight, my calories are between 14 and 1600 a day. So, yeah. It's tough, but that's it. Erica Steele, what's going on, man? Yeah, I'm not the Laker dog right now, man. Where do you sign up for Bad Dog Boot Camp? I don't know. We haven't decided what we sign up for yet, but we'll see. Luke Dog Bleeding Blue, what's going on, man? They were just doing another Giants Mets fan. There's a lot of them. No, not egg whites. I eat the yolk. I'm gonna start a 20-minute workout tomorrow. You inspire me. There you go. I always like to inspire people, my man. Hopefully you get that stuff done. 20 minutes is better than nothing. Get her done. Virtual sports, welcome to the future, I know. How about apples and bananas? Yeah, fruit. I eat fruits. Pineapples. I don't really care for apples. I'll eat them. Not a big apple fan. Bananas, I eat. Pineapple. Strawberries. Cherries. That type of stuff. Grapes. Oranges. If we take Simmons, which position of offensive line do you think we should target in the second round? I still think we need a... It's a good question, Sincere Blue. I think left tackle is so important. You got to go tackle. I just think tackle's incredibly important because your left, that's the quarterback's blind side. I mean, you'd like a center for your push up front. You don't want the center getting pushed back into the quarterback's lap or the running back's lap. But at the same time, the quarterback can see that coming. He can't see the blind side. So I think we got to go tackle there. Erica Steele, man, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that so much, man. Brilly, my good man. He says, going crazy with no NASCAR, let alone sports. I'm surprised that NASCAR isn't running with an empty stadium. I'm really surprised at that, honestly. I know there's a lot of people involved in NASCAR, the pit crews, there's a ton of people, all the guys in the engine shops and the garage. I get all that, but I'm surprised that stopped. I really am. Because the drivers are kind of isolated. But I was surprised. But I hear you, man. I'm also going insane without sports, brother. I'm insane. Thank you so much for the $2 boom, Eric. Appreciate that very much. No, I can never go vegan, Jedi. Like I said, I just eat clean. I eat clean and I don't eat a lot of calories. And I work my ass off in the gym. Literally. Literally. Not be doing gym coaching. No. I've always told people, if you want to join a gym and you want to get in shape, I always tell people don't go to a trainer. A trainer is not going to get you in shape. You're a client to a trainer. You're money to a trainer. If you get in shape, you don't need the trainer anymore. He just lost his client. He lost money. Okay? Ask somebody in the gym what they do. Because they're in there because they love it, not because they're making money off you. Find somebody that looks nice. Start talking to them and just ask them what they do. That's how I met my workout partner. And my workout partner, you think I'm jacked? My workout partner is 15 pounds heavier than me and built exactly the same. Maybe a little bit more cut than I am too. He's ridiculous. My workout partner is ridiculous. So he's the guy I asked, and then I started talking to him, and we started working out together. Entertainer, man, you don't have to do that, man. Thank you so much for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it. Really. That is one of the best quotes ever. He says, I'm surprised NASCAR ever runs with a full stadium. They don't anymore. Back in the late 90s, when I used to love NASCAR. I've been to 4 NASCAR races in my life. I went to New Hampshire twice. I went to Dover, and I went to the Coca-Cola 600. And I always wanted to go to Bristol, but you could never get tickets, and I wanted to go to Richmond. I loved NASCAR in the late 90s, early 2000s. It was a great sport. But that's funny, entertainer. And thank you, man. Thank you for the $2. Boom! And if anybody's not subscribed to the Entertainer, I'm pretty sure everybody is in here. But if you're not, make sure you sub up the Entertainer Talking Sports. I work with him all the time, and I love that show. I'm glad we brought it back. And by the way, Entertainer, I actually was talking to your dad on my channel for a little bit today about the Giants. So that was pretty cool to actually get to interact with your dad a little bit. Said he loves the show, so that was pretty cool, man. What's going on, Edwin Ing? Thank you for joining. Yeah, EDP's dad is in. I haven't seen EDP's dad in forever. I don't know if that's the real EDP's dad, because I think EDP's dad. It is EDP's dad's in the house. You got the DuPont jacket. I had the Home Depot jacket from Tony Stewart way back when Tony Stewart drove a Pontiac. I had the Home. I might still have that. I don't even know. I might still have the Pontiac Tony Stewart jacket from like 2001. Yeah, well, not in the stream. On my Ngakwe video, I think it was. Just on the video, not in the stream. Just on the video, we conversed a little bit. Crappy issues would be a few crappy issues. I don't even know what that is. I am a spirit animal. Yeah, absolutely. There you go. MH is our spirit animal. How can Netflix not have Django? I don't know. You got the Budweiser jacket, so a Dale Earnhardt Jr. fan. I got you. What's going on? Ian Overton, man. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it so much, man. Brilly, do you think we signed Marcus Golden? Well, they're definitely interested in him. And if I'll say this, if they get a deal done with Leonard Williams and they can free up some space, I do. I think they bring him back. And why wouldn't they? He had a big year for the Giants. We all know we need freaking depth at linebacker. We need an edge rusher. He had double-digit sacks last year. Maybe he's our edge rusher. So if we can afford him, and he comes back for maybe a 2-year deal or a 3-year deal, and it's not too much, why not? Why not? I think there's a shot. I mean, I wouldn't say it's likely, but I think there is a shot we bring him back. Thank you for the $2. Boom! Appreciate that, my good man. There you go. Oh God, I hated Jimmy Johnson. I hated Jimmy Johnson with a passion. As a matter of fact, every race that I went to, the Lowe's car won. Now, 2001, when I was in New Hampshire, it was the one that was postponed because of the September 11th. And they postponed it. They brought it back in November. They brought that race to New Hampshire, and I got really good seats. They were cheap. Robbie Gordon in the Lowe's car won that race. Robbie Gordon won. He spun Jeff Gordon out at the end. And Robbie Gordon won in the Lowe's car. And then the next 3 years, Dover, Coca-Cola 600, which was the worst race I've ever been to because it rained like crazy when I was down there. They only raced 281 laps, and they called the race. Jimmy Johnson won that one, and then he won again in 2004 when I went to New Hampshire. It was the first race for the Chase back then. And in two of those races, Tony Stewart, my guy, in the Coca-Cola 600, he had the best car by a mile. Tony Stewart had the best car in that race. And then his carburetor went, and he ended up finishing 38th. And then he was leading the race in New Hampshire, and I think Jeremy Methfield took him out. Robbie Gordon wrecked Jeremy Methfield. And that's right, I'm calling him Jeremy Methfield on purpose, not Jeremy Mayfield. Robbie Gordon wrecked Mayfield, who ended up wrecking Tony Stewart. So that happened twice. And when you go to a NASCAR race, and your driver gets wrecked early in a race, that absolutely sucks. You drive all that way, you pay all that money, you go to watch your guy race, and then they get taken out because some asshole don't know how to drive. That is infuriating. Matt Kenseth retired, Brandon. Yeah, I hated Jimmy Johnson. I couldn't stand Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson got the best equipment ever. They cheated all the time. You want to talk about a guy that cheats? Jimmy Johnson cheated more than any damn racer I've ever known in my life. And it keeps a 7-time champion. I said he had the most points overall like once out of those 7 times. You changed the way the scoring was done to benefit guys like Jimmy Johnson. It's crap. Dale Earnhardt's obviously the ultimate champion in NASCAR. Don't even compare the two. It's not even close. I can't believe I'm talking about NASCAR right now. Yeah, well, entertainer. This is why I liked Tony Stewart. Because Tony Stewart, I was not a NASCAR fan. I didn't know who to root for. I knew about it. I'm like, I don't want to root for Earnhardt. Everybody roots for Earnhardt. I don't want to root for Gordon. Everybody roots for Gordon. I'm like, I don't know who to root for. So I'm watching the New Hampshire race in 1999. Tony Stewart and Kenny Irwin are getting into it. Well, Kenny Irwin wrecks Tony Stewart. Tony Stewart comes on the track, throws his heat shields at him, and throws a couple punches through the car. And the guy I worked with at the time was a big NASCAR fan, and I said to him, I said, hey, Mike, I said, who's the number 20 car? I said, who's the guy that threw the punches? He goes, oh, that's Tony Stewart. He goes, he's a rookie. He's pretty good. He's like, he's won 2 races or won 3 races, whatever it was at the time. He's like, he's good. And I'm like, you know what? I go, I'm going to really start following NASCAR. I go, that's my driver. I'm going to start rooting for Tony Stewart. So Tony Stewart had that personality. You wreck him, you're going to get out of the car, and he's going to wreck you. So I liked that. I liked that about Tony. I liked that Tony didn't give a shit. Tony would say what was on his mind. He didn't care. He'd get out. He'd get in your face. I liked that. I liked that attitude. So he was my guy because I was like, I'm just like him. I would do the same thing. Outside of anything affiliated with the Giants, what's my favorite sports moment? Oh, the Yankees won the World Series. That was definitely 96. That's outside of the Giants. Yankees win the World Series. Definitely my favorite moment. Yeah, well, Tony Stewart is an asshole. He is. Well, I met him at Home Depot. He was nice. He was nice there. But, yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, he did hit the kid in the trip. But, of course, the kid ran out in front of him. I mean, he was absolved of it. So, it's all good. I appreciate that. You were there that when Tony Stewart hit the guy, Gordon? That's crazy. What's going on, Gerber Hernandez? Most painful Knicks moment. 93 Game 5. Charles Smith missing all those layups, getting blocked by Scottie Pippen. That's my most painful Knicks moment. 93 Game 5. That one hurts. You like Tony Stewart versus New York? I do, Big Drake. Absolutely. He was even though he's from Indiana, definitely had New York qualities, and I appreciate that. A-Rod dating Danica. Oh, Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. Well, she was dating. Oh God, I can't think of the guy's name. In NASCAR for a while. Ricky Stenhouse, and then she decided to leave him for Aaron Rodgers. Well, of course, L.A. Lou, that's a huge one. That gives me... I'm not even a Dodgers fan, and that gives me chills. Jack, that's one of the most infamous calls ever. Jack Buck's radio call of Gibson's ninth inning homer. That gives me chills. I'm not even a Dodger fan. That's a great sports moment. Favorite Giant game of all time, Jedi, 1990 NFC Championship game against the Niners. I say it all the time. You guys want to watch a really good, hard-hitting football game, old school, go watch a 1990 NFC Championship game, Giants-Niners. Great game. My favorite game of all time. My favorite game of more than all the Super Bowls. Knocking the Niners out and ending their three-peat bid and then going on to win the Super Bowl. The 1990 Giants are my favorite of all the Super Bowls that I've seen. And I've seen them all because I'm old enough to remember 86. I was almost 11. So the 90 Giants is amazing. I love that there's NASCAR going on in my chat right now. I see people talking about NASCAR. I would definitely rather watch badminton in Afghanistan. The call was great. That was a good one, Jedi. We're going in there and kicking Aaron Rodgers' ass. We should have beat them like 48-6. I remember the referees gave the Packers a couple of freebies. I remember Greg Jennings fumbled, and it was a clear fumble, absolutely clear fumble. They reviewed it and they gave it back to the Packers. They ended up scoring there, and then a hit on Aaron Rodgers. I think it was OCU Manure or Justin Tuck. One of them hit him right in the shoulder as he was throwing the ball, and they said they hit him in the head. He gave him a 15-yard penalty, scored there too. Giants should have won that game by 5 touchdowns. Is top feed during the NASCAR stuff? I don't know. The NFC Championship game against the those are all great games, Chris, without a doubt. I mean, all those Giants games are amazing, but that 1991 will always stick out in my head. Always. Eli Manning, Hail Mary to Hakeem Nicks. Dad, that was good. That was good. And then Aaron Rodgers paid us back in 2016. Exactly, Gordon Gecker. That's one of my favorite things he ever said. And I always loved Matt Boy after that. That is one of my favorite calls, is just, Pat Summerall says, Matt Boy also wrote once, I'm not just a kicker, I'm a player. And then he kicks the ball, and Summerall just goes, and the kick is good! There will be no three-peat as the Giants are jumping up in the air. It is. It's my favorite game. I love that. I love it. Patrick Ewing missing the bunny. That was 95, LA Lou, and the Knicks weren't as good in 95 as they were in 93. I don't think we were going to beat the Magic in the next playoff round anyway. I don't think so, because Patrick Ewing would have gotten dominated by Shaquille O'Neal, and he was our best player. So I don't think we were going to beat the Magic. In 93, we would have beat the Suns in the finals. The Knicks would have won the finals in 93 had they got by the Bulls. There's not a doubt in my mind. Joe Klein was not about to guard Patrick Ewing. And Oakley could have handled Barkley just fine, and so could have Anthony Mason, because they were bruisers. So that was killer. 93 was a killer. That was another great one, Brandon. That's my favorite Eli Manning game of all time, is the NFC Championship game against the Niners. Without a doubt. Favorite non-Giant Super Bowl? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, DDP's dad. The 1990 NFC Championship game. Oh, you mean? I see what you're saying. Super Bowl 39 was pretty good. Super Bowl 39 was a good game. I remember that. Super Bowl 39 is near the top that I've seen. That's a non-Giant Super Bowl. Super Bowl 39 was a good one. That was a good game. Best player to ever play for the Lakers. You're opening up a huge can of worms there, Taylor. A huge can of worms. Because that could be anybody. That could be Kareem. That could be Magic. That could be Kobe. That could be LeBron. I'm going Kobe. I think Kobe's the best ever on the Lakers. I'm not going to say LeBron, because LeBron's been there for 2 years. So I'm going to give it to Kobe. I think Kobe's the greatest Laker of all time. You could also say Wilt Chamberlain. Well, I see you have a troll there, Chris. Yes. Top 5 Yankees of all time. I actually did a list on my channel a long time ago. What do I have? Babe Ruth is number 1. Mickey Mantle number 2. Gehrig 3. DiMaggio 4. Mariano Rivera 5. Those are my top 5. Rivera 5. DiMaggio 4. Gehrig 3. Mantle 2. Babe Ruth 1. Those are my top 5. SpermCell's in the house. He says Super Bowl 39 sucked ass. Did I get them confused? What was Super Bowl 39? I know what it was. Oh, come on, Eagle fans. You know I got to do it. You know I got to do it, man. Kareem or Kobe. Yeah, I got to go Kobe. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do I hate Super Bowl 35? Probably like a 7. I mean, I hated that we got embarrassed, but I didn't think the Giants were making the show. I didn't think they were getting past the Vikings that year. We dominated the Vikings. And we got, as bad as it is, Afghanistan, you hate to lose a Super Bowl, but I'd rather lose it like that, where we just get killed, than lose it, at the end. That would kill me. Losing a Super Bowl at the end, like the Steelers did, like the Cardinals did against the Steelers, that would have broke my heart. So, prediction for Super Bowl 69. Giants and somebody. My favorite Super Bowl is 52. Nah. Definitely not Richard. I was happy for some Eagle fans, so I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot. I love that. There's a lot of really good Eagle fans on YouTube. So obviously I was happy for those guys, and I'll tell you, Eagle fans. I remember after they won that Super Bowl, because I was still in the TTC. I started to get out of it in 2017 when I realized the Eagles were good, and I started just talking about how good the Eagles were. I started to move away from the TTC, but I remember a lot of Eagles fans really were they respected me a ton after my post-game video because I just gave them a lot of credit. And I remember a lot of Eagle fans were like, I went to Bad Dog's video expecting him to be salty, to be, mad, to not give us any credit, and I was completely the opposite. So they looked at me much differently after I did the post-game video for them, and I gave them a lot of credit. Jeter on the all-time list, he might have been, he was 6th or 7th for me. He was 7th. Jeter was 7th on the all-time Yankee list. I had Yogi ahead of him. Yogi, Mariano, DiMaggio, Gehrig, Mantle, Ruth. I had Jeter 7th on the list. Best Monday Night Football, Eagles heartache tonight. Yeah, I know. Wow, Gordon Gekko, how old are you to remember all this stuff? And obviously, watching Wall Street, that's an '80s movie, so my man's got it. My man's got to be around my age, I'm guessing. Greatest Dodgers Koufax. I love Sandy Koufax. Love him. How do I feel about Sterling Shepard? I loved him coming out of Oklahoma, and I can tell you this. I was so happy when we drafted Sterling Shepard, but he's let me down. I'm not going to lie. To be honest with you, Sterling Shepard's been a letdown to me because I thought he'd be a lot better. Sterling Shepard was very good at Oklahoma. He's had injury problems. He had the concussion problems. And he's dropped a lot of passes. He never dropped passes at Oklahoma. Only Yankees 3,000 hits and he missed 2 years. I understand. He never won a batting title. He never won an MVP. He wasn't a good defender. The guy, and I don't like analytics. I'm not an analytical guy. But Jeter's defensive WAR is in the negative, I believe, for his career. He had years where he had negative WARs defensively. So I just don't. A-Rod, I didn't put him in there because he didn't play his whole career with the Yankees. I did guys that played their whole career with the Yankees in that list. I loved A-Rod, though. A-Rod was my guy. But I just look at, Mariano Rivera. The Yankees don't win all those championships without Mariano Rivera. They don't. Mariano Rivera is the greatest closer ever. And just look at last year. Chapman giving up the home run to Altuve. Mariano wasn't doing that. Mariano came in, game over. He meant so much to the Yankees, right? There's no way you can put Jeter ahead of Gehrig. There's no way you can put him ahead of DiMaggio. DiMaggio won 9 freaking World Series. DiMaggio had a 56-game hitting streak. DiMaggio struck out 369 times in his career and hit 361 home runs. And he missed the best years of his career due to the war. So, DiMaggio has to be up there. Mantle's one of the greatest players in the history of baseball, and nobody is better than Babe Ruth. So, I don't know. I think putting Jeter 7th is right. Because Yogi Berra was also, he did play left field at the end of his career, but Berra was a catcher. And Berra was killing it as a catcher. Catchers weren't putting up numbers like Yogi Berra in the 50s. So, that's why I have Jeter where I have him. I guess you entertainer pussies. I guess that's a big thing over there in entertainer streams. I just haven't watched the last out of the 09 World. Yeah, A-Rod was killing it in 09 for us, Richard. Killing it. Jeter overrated in the sense that people think he's the top 5 Yankee. I don't rate him there. I don't. I think 7th is appropriate for him. I do. Thank you, Rubber Nose. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I appreciate you coming over and hanging out with me, man. And it was awesome being on BBD's channel. I'll do that again. Listen, I got a lot of time now. So, I can definitely, if BVD wants to have me on again, I'd definitely go over there and hang out with BVD anytime. Jeter was the clutchest Yankee. He really wasn't. Look at his his career ALCS numbers. They're not really good. And look at his World Series numbers. They're on par. They're on par with his. Let me ask you this. People say Jeter was clutch. Besides the home run where they dubbed him Mr. November, which, by the way, without A-Rod's 2-run homer in the 9th, Yankees don't win that game because A-Rod's 2-run homer in the 9th tied it. We were down 3-1 in that, or I'm sorry, 4-2, whatever it was against the Angels. Was the Angels. A-Rod doesn't hit that home run to tie the game in the 9th. It was the 9th or the 10th, I forget. A-Rod hit a 2-run homer in the bottom, whatever the inning was. It was the 9th or 10th. We were going to lose. If A-Rod doesn't hit that home run, Jeter doesn't get the chance to be Mr. November. I can't think of Jeter winning another game for the Yankees at any time in the postseason. I don't remember another game-winning hit from Jeter. Maybe I missed something. I mean, I'm not saying Jeter wasn't very good, but it's not like he hit 400 in his career in the postseason. So I don't know. The 2003 ALCS Game 7 took 5 years off my life. 5 years. Greatest baseball game I've watched. I was there, Chris Leone. Actually, Babe Ruth and I used to be really tight. I just outlived him. Brandon, that's a great question. One of the best games I watched, and I don't remember exactly. Oh God, it's the whole reason the wild card started. There's so many great baseball games. Brandon, that's hard to say. That's hard to say, man. I probably too. I mean, if I have to rate them, probably the Game 7 of 2003 ALCS. That's probably the greatest game I watched. It's so hard. What's going on, Joe Burrow? Welcome to the first pick of the draft this year. I'm gonna stay live for like another 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna call it quits. Just want to hang out with you guys for a couple hours today, but get some sleep. The entertainer talking sports so this is another guy. Smoltz and Morris was great. Yeah, that was a good one. Low scoring, obviously. LeBron better than MJ. I'm not going that far. You were drug punch a hole in you. Well, you were a Sox fan, Punkum? Or are you talking about the other one? Where do they rank Roger Maris? Roger Maris didn't play with the Yankees very long, Connor. He was here 1960 through 66, I think. But he didn't play here long. Obviously, when he came here, he made an immediate impact. He won back-to-back. He won MVPs in back-to-back years in 60 and 61. Obviously, setting a home run record in 1961. So he was definitely a huge impact. One of the few rookie cards I have that's not a Hall of Famer. I loved Roger Maris. Was painful Yankee moment without a doubt. It's losing to the Red Sox in 2004. That'll never go away. That'll always be there. Oklahoma needs a kicker for next year. Cam Sutherland is in the house. Oh, yeah. Goose, what is going on, Goose? Yeah, you guys ain't subbed up, Goose. Please go over there, sub up that channel. And, I should say this, too, because I forget. She does make videos. She just doesn't talk on them. If you guys haven't subbed up my girl Last Jedi, go over there and sub her up. She does videos, too. So go over there and sub up my girl Last Jedi. I never think to even shout her out. I just love when she's here. But go over there and sub up my girl Last Jedi, because she does make videos over there about the Saints and all kinds of other things. Big sports fan. And besides the Saints, which I have no problem with, I mean, she knows what she's talking about. She's a Yankees fan and a Sooners fan. How do you not love her? So sub up Last Jedi if you guys have not. Goat and Goose. It's one of my favorite things to watch in the chat is when Goat and Goose go at it. That's worth the price of admission alone. Goat and Goose. How did they blow a 3-0 series lead? Pitching was bad. Game 4, we had a one. Mariano blew a save. I'll say that. Mariano blew a save in Game 4. Game 5, people were like, Mariano blew a save. Mariano didn't blow a save. Yankees were up 4-2 in the bottom of the 8th. Tom Gordon started the inning. Gives up a home run to David Ortiz to start it immediately. Then walks whoever it was. I don't know if it was Bill. I think it was Kevin Millar. Maybe it been Trot Nixon. Whoever was batting after Ortiz. He walks him. They bring in Dave Roberts. They have a hit and run. And then immediately the Red Sox have first and third with nobody out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Down 4-3. Mariano comes in, gets all 3 outs. He gives up a sac fly to Jason Varitek. And it counts as a blown save to Mariano, although it wasn't his run. So that's crap. And the one thing that ticks me off, another reason the Yankees lost that was because bad managing. Joe Torre got outmanaged by Terry Francona in that series. You could tell Don Zimmer's absence on the bench. Don Zimmer was the brains behind all those championships. Joe Torre was the front man that handled all the egos and did very good at handling the players. But Zimmer was the brains of that Yankee dynasty, and he wasn't there in 2004. And that's why we lost. But Joe Torre said in Game 5, I'm not using Mariano for more than 3 outs. And he ended up bringing him in the 8th inning, and he had to get 6 outs. If he would have started Mariano Rivera in the 8th inning, Yankees win that series. There's not a doubt in my mind. Mariano's not blowing a 2-run lead, getting 6 outs. It's not happening. So that's how we lost that series, without a doubt. Mel Hall, yes, Mel Hall. You definitely got to put Mel Hall up there. And when you're talking about Berra, are you talking about Dale Berra, Gordon Gecko? Dale Berra? He sucked. Dale Berra sucked. Dan Pasqua, Danny Pasqua. You forgot Mike Pagliarulo. How do you forget to put Pags in there? Pags. Steve Sachs. Don't forget about him, Gordon. Steve Sachs. Oh, my God, man. It's crazy. Yeah, Zimmer was the brains. Zimmer was the brains. Danny Pasqua. Ron Hassey. Don Slaught. Mike Easler. Gary Ward. Yeah, I remember all these Yankees. Ken Phelps, of course. How do you forget Ken Phelps? Ken Phelps. And people kept telling me Ken Phelps. The infamous Jay Buhner trade, and, of course, the shot on Seinfeld. I think she's pretty, but I can't see she's hot. You're not? How do you... What, Jedi? What? How do you change? Well, there you go, guys. Jedi's available. Who's my favorite obscure Yankee player? What do you mean by obscure? I loved Paul O'Neill, my guy. He's not obscure, but Paul O'Neill was my guy. I loved Paul O'Neill. Yeah, same here, Punkum. Bill White and Phil Rizzuto. Obscure Yankee. Homer Bush, maybe? I liked Homer Bush a lot. I liked probably Homer Bush. Probably Homer Bush is probably my favorite obscure Yankee. Homer Bush, maybe, or underrated player. Man, I'll tell you, it's hard to say the Yankees had an underrated player, Richard, because they are the Yankees, and most people overrate Yankee players, so that's tough. But Homer Bush was kind of a guy that... Mariano Duncan was another one. In 96, Mariano Duncan hit .340 for the Yankees. A lot of people don't remember him hitting .340. But Mariano Duncan in 96 will come out and say, we played today, we win today. That's it. That was his saying. Roberto Kelly... I'm going to tell you something, Gordon Gecko. When we traded Roberto Kelly for Paul O'Neill, I was pissed off. I'm like, how do you trade... an all-star center fielder with all these tools for a freaking left-handed platoon hitter in Paul O'Neill? It made no sense. It made a lot of sense. Gio Urshela's underrated. Well, he's done it for 1 year, though. Bill Dickey's one of the greatest catchers ever, L.A. Lou. One of the greatest catchers ever. Actually, I have him in the top 10 Yankees I did of all time. Bill Dickey's in there. Bill Dickey hit over 300 in his career, had over 200 home runs. And I think he had like over 200 triples, too. And that was in the 30s when catchers were not hitting. So Bill Dickey and Mike Piazza, if this has changed, they both have the highest career batting average for a season for a catcher. They each hit 362 1 year. So Bill Dickey definitely doesn't get a lot of notoriety. He was part of those the Murderers Row Yankees. And Bill Dickey was amazing. Well, I'm a huge fan of Steve Balboni. Pete Incaviglia, any big Italian. I'm a fan of Afghanistan. Pete Incaviglia was a Yankee too. Don't forget about Pete Incaviglia being a Yankee. We had some terrible Yankees. Charlie Hudson sucked. Melito Perez. We had Melito and Pascual Perez. Surprised we had any freaking third baseline with the Perez brothers on the team. We had those guys. We had Lee Guterman. We had Steve Trout. I remember George Steinbrenner coming out and saying to Lou Piniella, hey, I just won you the pennant. I got Steve Trout. Steve Trout sucked. God, who else? Mel Hall. We had Deion James. Carl Bavano. God, he was ass. Was Danny Tartable? Yeah. Danny Tartable. Oh man, we had some Bobby Meacham. If you guys are my age, you remember Bobby Meacham. He sucked. Yes, we had Phil and Joe Niekro. We got Bernie Posada. They're not in the top 10 of all time. Yankees have got so many great players. They're just not there. They're not there. Ricky Leday. Ricky Leday was supposed to be this ultra-talented guy. He sucked. Ruben Rivera was another one. Ruben Rivera, Mariano Rivera's cousin, top prospect, never made it, stole Jeter's glove. That's what he's known for, stealing Jeter's glove. Yeah, Ellsbury. Matt Noakes, Jack Clark. Oh, God, Jack Clark. They sucked. They were terrible. Matt Noakes was so bad for us. What's going on, Billy81? Who else do we have? My favorite all-time Yankee has to be Alex Rodriguez. My favorite all-time Yankee is Mariano Rivera. No doubt about that. Yeah, I got to bring up the the theft. I loved A-Rod. A-Rod's definitely one of my favorite players of all time. Ellsbury, who? What do you mean, Jacoby Ellsbury? What about him? A-Rod's down at the top 10 Yankees because A-Rod wasn't a Yankee his whole career. I love A-Rod, though. A-Rod's one of my favorite players of all time. I had a massive... When A-Rod played, he was my favorite player. Until he got busted for the steroid stuff, then I kind of fell out of favor with him. Favorite Yankee manager ever? It's got to be Joe Torre. He won all those championships. Oh, I loved Lou Piniella, but it's got to be Joe Torre. Chad Curtis was your favorite odd Yankee. Why I didn't like Chad Curtis. Baddog, was you there when the Knicks won the first? I'm not that old, Chris. No, that tells you how long it's been since the Knicks have won a championship. I wasn't even alive when they won a championship. Billy was definitely awesome. Greg Bird was terrible. I hate Aaron Boone. LA Lou, man, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it so much, my man. Brilly says, I collect signature gloves. The kind with a cig in the pocket. I remember I had a George Brett one when I was a kid. I have Drysdale, Robinson, Reese, Campanella. I just bought a Phillies. Very cool. That's awesome. That was awesome. LA Lou got me, besides the Laker dog hat, LA Lou got me one of my favorite things. I don't have it on now, but he got me a shirt that says I speak fluent baseball, and I love that shirt. I think that's how I met. I think LA Lou, that's how I met you, was me doing Dodger games or something, if I'm not mistaken. But we definitely hit it off with the baseball stuff, without a doubt. But that's pretty cool. Gloves are an awesome. They're hard to display because they're so big. They take up a lot of space, kind of like ball caps. That's why I collect baseball cards. I mean, I have an autographed King Griffey Jr. hat up there, and I got an autographed Nolan Ryan hat up there, and but they take up a lot of space, so I just really stick to cards. But thanks so much for the $5. Oh, here, let me show you something real quick. I'm going past my time, but I'll just show you that I did like Tony Stewart, and I did like NASCAR back in the day, guys. I just show you real quick. See, I do have die casts because I told you guys I used to watch NASCAR all the time. This is Tony Stewart's rookie season. I think this is the Habitat for Humanity card, but there you go. I had Tony Stewart stuff. I got his freaking when they used to be the Bush series. Got the Shell 44, for Tony Stewart there. Then I just got a 2000 die cast there. But I got a 4th of July car over there. I got a Jurassic Park Tony Stewart die cast. They're not worth a damn thing, but I did. I told you guys I used to watch NASCAR. It's freaking crazy, but big fan of the NASCAR back in the day, for sure. I actually have a hard hat over there, autographed by Joey Logano and Kyle Petty, and a couple other guys. Marv Thornberry, I don't know that, man. Like I said, Eric, I was a big NASCAR fan for about 7 years. Huge NASCAR fan. I loved it. I was really into NASCAR in the late 90s, early 2000s. I looked forward to the races. I loved watching that. But I just hate all the rule changes. I hated the car changes. I just hated that they took tracks away like Rockingham. They only go to Darlington once a year. They took all the good tracks away. And the other thing is, and this is the truth, and I'm not trying to sound like a northern guy here, there's not enough Southerners in NASCAR anymore. That was the charm, was those guys. Your Ward Burtons, your Sterling Marlins, your Dale Earnhardts. You don't have those guys anymore. Your Mark Martins. You don't have those. Your Rusty Wallaces, your Darrell Waltrips. You don't have those guys anymore. You don't have your Bill Elliott's, which is why now if I do catch a NASCAR, I root for Chase Elliott. If I have a guy that I root for, it's Chase Elliott. But you don't have those guys anymore. It lost its charm. The tracks, the racers, the car, the rule changes, it lost everything. It lost what was appealing about it, to me anyway, was that. I I missed that. That was fun to me. Your Johnny Bensons, your Elliott Sadlers. I love that Southern draw. I love listening to those guys talk. Just as much as the Southerners love listening to me talk in BVD stream earlier today. We like each other's accents. But, Oscar Zolkar, Alvaro Espinoza, Steve Howe. Definitely, Steve Howe is a legend. A lot of coke for Steve Howe. But definitely, God rest his soul, Oscar Zolkar. I think, don't forget about guys like Len Sakata. Gordon Gecko. Len Sakata was really good for us. Trying to think of some other guys that we had that were pretty bad. We had Mark Salas as a catcher. He was pretty good. Who else do we have back in the day? How much do I have of collectibles? I don't collect a lot. I have a big sports card collection. But the Yankees by far. Yeah, the Lakers can't. The Yankees got the best history of anybody. Go for it, Jedi. I'm trying to think of who else was in NASCAR that I didn't hate John Andretti, Kyle Petty. Those guys are all gone. His was the California drivers, and that I don't. Like I said, it lost its appeal to me. I liked that. I liked the southern part of the sport. To me, that was what was most appealing. That was its charm to me, and it kind of lost its identity. That's what it is. Would I beat those drivers? Would you beat those bad driver elders in a NASCAR race? I don't know what you mean, MH. Jacob, man, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it so much, my friend. Brilly. If Simmons and Young were on board, but the Jags are offering 2 first-round picks, would you do? That's a great question. That's a great question. I can tell you right away, I eliminate Simmons because Chase Young is there. Oh, my God. Wow, that is a good question, Jacob. I'll tell you. I love Chase Young. I mean, I want to Chase Young. But I'm telling you right now, you gotta take the 2 first-round picks because you can get a top-tier offensive tackle and you can still get maybe Kenneth Murray at 20. I have to make the trade. I have to make that trade. Because you're going to get 2 really good players that are going to help you as opposed to 1. We're not 1 player away from changing the team. That's a great question, though, Jacob. But I would have to do the 2 first-round picks. I'd have to make the trade. I'd have to do that. But thank you so much for the $5. Boom! Gordon Gecko, casual hockey fan. Love hockey playoffs. Casually root for the Rangers, but I don't follow it during the season because the Rangers don't play on MSG anymore. It's Buffalo Sabres now. Kind of off topic. What was the worst thing you ever got in trouble for when you were in school? So I'll tell you this story real quick. So in 10th grade, I hate my chemistry teacher. His name is Mr. Frank. I hated him. Mr. Frank, he's a little German guy. He even had a little stash. He had a little stash like he was a dictator. You know what I'm talking about. He was a little short German guy. I couldn't stand the guy. So, back in the day, I don't know how many of you people around, I don't know if you still have to do this in school or not. You used to have to cover your books. You used to have to go home, cover your books with paper bags. Okay? So you go home, you cover your books. And he said, the chemistry teacher says, make sure you come back tomorrow, your books are covered. Make sure you go home and get your book. I didn't cover my book. Forgot. Didn't do it. So I come in the next day, he says, how come your book's not covered? And I said, I forgot to ask my mom to do it. My mother covered my book. I know how to cut the damn bag out and cover the damn book. I had my mother do it. So the guy says to me, I don't think you needed to time him out. He's good. Queef Dog's good. I don't know what he's doing there, but he's okay. He's okay. If he's spamming, you can just time him out, but he's good. Anyway, sorry. So he says to me, he no lie, the guy says to me, does your mother dress you too? This is what the teacher says to me. He goes, does your mother dress you too? So, Chris thought he was a troll. Chris thought he was a troll yesterday. Queef Dog's good. He's good. He says to me, does your mother dress? So I look right at him in front of the class, and I say to him, actually, your mother dressed me this morning. Well, needless to say, I got in trouble for that, and I got kicked out of class. I got suspended for 3 days, and I got kicked out of that class for 2 weeks. But there you go. That's the most trouble that I got into, was that, telling him that his mother dressed me in the morning. But yeah, the other thing he did to me, and it's funny because he was talking about protons, neutrons, and electrons, and he's talking about how he had me stand up because he wanted to demonstrate how when one neutron is stronger, it'll take over the proton, whatever the hell it was he was teaching. He's like, when it's stronger, it's just going to take over the space, and he was trying to move me, and he couldn't move me, and I wouldn't let him move me. I was planting my feet. I was not letting him move me at all. So I did that. He had a yardstick that he used to like to bang on people's desks if he thought they were sleeping. He would go around, he'd bang it on your desk to make sure you're awake. I broke it over my knee before he got in class and threw it out the window. He didn't know what happened. I fucked with that guy fierce. You don't listen, bad dog's always been bad dog. Okay, this didn't just happen. I've always been a trash talker. No, I didn't cuss. Oh God, the class went ballistic. Well, actually, some of them laughed, but some of them were like in shock that I said it. Some of them couldn't believe that I came out and said that. I've always been a trash talker. Always. So, this is why when I started YouTube when I was in the TT, it came naturally to me to just be able to insult the hell out of people out of nowhere. I'm just good at it. Some people just have that talent. So, I was good at that. Yeah, Scott Robinson, yes, every free agent of the Eagles. Why not? Every free agent to the Eagles. Did I get in fights in school? Not many. Not many at all. Maybe a couple. Not many. Not many. I remember it wasn't really in school. I got in a fight with a fight with a couple of my sister's boyfriends back in the day. Definitely kicked their ass. I did get in a fight with a kid on the bowling team. I beat the shit out of him too. That was probably that. I got in trouble for that too. I got kicked off the bowling team for that. The guy deserved it. Freaking preppy ass, fat, soft slob. Yeah, he deserved it. My favorite piece of memorabilia. I don't have a lot of memorabilia. I do have. I'll show you. Let me see if I can. Here you go. This is my favorite piece of memorabilia. It's actually sitting right here. It's a 16 by 20. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. I've showed this before on the stream, but. This is oh shoot. It just fell out of the back. That's my favorite piece of memorabilia right there. If you can see it, stand up here. Can you see that? Jeter, it's the catch that he made against Boston in 2004. So that's my favorite piece of memorabilia right there. That thing. I love this 16 by 20. I don't have it hanging up because I don't really know where the hell to put it. But that's definitely my favorite piece of memorabilia. That's pretty cool. I was a great bowler, Brandon. Great bowler. So probably that was the best sport I lettered in 4 sports. That was my best. Bowling and track were my best sports. No, I don't collect Delia. I don't really collect newer cards. I collect Hall of Fame rookies, and they're all PSA graded. That's really what I collect, and because they're expensive, I get like 2 or 3 big cards a year, and that's it. Luckily for me, I bought a Mike Trout rookie. I bought a 2011 Topps Update PSA 10 Mike Trout rookie a couple years ago for $300. They sell for almost $2,000 on eBay right now. They sell for almost $2,000, so I'm glad I got one when I did. Favorite baseball card I have, I don't even know. I mean, there's so many. I mean, I have a Hank Aaron rookie. I love that. I have a 33 Gowdy Dizzy Dean. That's one of my favorite cards, without a doubt. I got a Ted Williams 1939 Play Ball rookie. Like I have a lot of cards I love. Roberto Clemente rookie, Koufax 55 Topps rookie. Like I love those. 76 Giants for 2017 Giants. The 76 Giants probably beat the 2017 Giants. How much is my collection worth? A lot. I have a lot of Tom Brady rookies. It's part of my retirement. The Brady stuff's worth almost 6 figures itself. This is why I love Tom Brady, because I bought Tom Brady rookie cards for $2 back in 2000 because they were Bowman Chromes, and nobody knew who the hell he was. So I'm like, I'll just buy all these damn rookies. Well, sure enough, you stockpile them, then the guy starts winning Super Bowls, you get them graded, and they're 9s and 10s. They're worth a lot of money. Bowman Chrome Brady cards are worth a lot of money. And the best card, my highest price card, my highest value card is a 2000 Bowman Chrome Refractor PSA 9 Tom Brady. Go look at eBay and see what those sell for. They're like $7,500. It's a lot of stuff. The 9s, the 2000 Bowman Chrome 9s sell for about $800 to $900. The 10s sell for about $2,500 to $3,000. I got a number of those. I never got an autographed Brady rookie, which pisses me off because those are really worth money. No Honus Wagner. I don't have any Honus Wagner cards. Actually, I don't have many tobacco cards. I have a Cy Young T206. I think that's the only tobacco card I have. And I have a couple of American Caramel cards. I have an Addy Joss and I have a Frank Chance. But I don't have a lot of stuff from pre-war. Like most of my stuff is post-war rookies. But like I said, I have the 33 Gowdy Dizzy D and I got the Cy Young T206. I got a couple. I have Ty Cobb stuff that's in my safe deposit box with the Brady stuff. The Ty Cobbs are worth money. I have a Namath rookie. I have a lot. I have a lot of stuff. I've been collecting since I was 13 years old, so I've been collecting for 30 years. Do I have my own bowling ball? I still do. I haven't used it in 10 years. But yeah, I always had my own bowling ball, my shoes, all that stuff. But listen, guys, I want to wrap it up. I actually went 20 minutes longer than I planned on going here because I could talk to you guys and girls all night. But I do want to get some sleep. I probably won't be live this week. Well, you never. I shouldn't say never say never. But I don't plan on being live again. Probably Monday. I probably figured I'd do this, Monday night. Then we'll do the Talking Giants with Chris this week. Usually 3 nights a week. If I do, that's probably what it'll be. It'll be this, be Talking Giants, and then it'll be, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Monday, Thursday, Friday, something like that. But I appreciate you guys and girls hanging out with me, and I appreciate all the support on the channel, especially since it's such a dead time right now. We have nothing to do, and I really appreciate you guys coming in and keeping me sane and giving me something to talk about and talking about memories and just talking about whatever, man. I love it, and I really appreciate you guys so much. I can never say that enough. So, thank you guys, and as always, stay safe, get a good night's sleep, and we'll see you next time, guys. Until then, it's the Bad Diggity Dizzle, and I am gone. Peace!